Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Legends in the building. It is Monday, the 9th of January. We're back for our Monday night live show. Feels like we ain't done one on a Monday for weeks now because of the fixture schedule. The last time was last year. And we are back, though. We're back on our favorite day on a Monday. The Monday night live show is back. And we've got a lot of stuff to discuss. But first and foremost, so we get behind the mic, please make sure that you subscribe, comment, and like. Man like Matt. How you doing, my bro? Crazy, huh?
So we done the Friday night show, which was obviously it's jokes as always, and you know what I mean, like it's always banter, and we're kind of mentally preparing ourselves for the next day because we're playing on the Saturday. Played on the Saturday. I mean, we didn't lose, but it felt like a loss.
Let's be real. It should have been a loss. Wolves should have been granted half to the next round.
You think to yourself, all right, let me get the 1 day of recovery. Still not enough because more stuff, more news breaks, not positive. And then today, there's more stuff. Like, bro, I'm gonna be honest, I just feel flat. I'm being like, you know, when you're just thinking to yourself, like, when it rains, it pours. This is obviously just talking about football, by the way, but like, our football situation is really bad. It's really bad, bro. It's really bad.
Bro, I told you on Saturday. Bro.
No, I told you. Remember when I told? Remember the conversation we had on Friday?
On Friday.
Remember what I said, bro.
Yeah. Saturday did me in. I'm not gonna lie.
Of course.
Before that, I really felt like, we'll win this Wolves game, and then we'll just ease up. No, that Wolves game really floored me. Like really floored me. It was just a body blow.
Bro, they didn't even play. Like it wasn't their first team. And we was at Anfield. And we basically said this is everything that we have. What are you man saying? They said, is this everything that you got? All right, cool. No problem. We'll deal with that. Oh, furthermore, we'll make it interesting. We'll take you back to the Molyneux and see how you like it.
Yeah, well, before that, they said we'll bring on a couple of first teamers. See how you deal with that.
Oh yeah, they said, "Oh, what you want, Matheus Nunes? What you want, that brother, the one that plays for us? Let me show you what he can do. Carve up 3 man in 2 seconds."
Yeah, it was ugly what he did to us. The midfield, man, the midfield. Well, we've got a few things to talk about. Let's start with Fabrizio and Paul Joyce. Talking about the guy again, Jude Bellingham. They're both saying it could happen. They're both saying he is Liverpool's priority. We've also seen today about the homegrown quota. You guys all cuss me about homegrown. I've been speaking to you about homegrown. We ain't got enough homegrown.
HG.
We ain't got enough HG. They ain't got enough HG. Matt, taking away the owners and Klopp and all that, let's say everyone was playing on a level playing field in terms of wages. We all finished in the Champions League and all that. Who do you think Jude would pick out of Liverpool, Man City, and Real Madrid?
If it was literally like you said, we're all in Champions League and everyone's
Let's say Jude said, right, I want 150k a week. That's fine by me.
Yeah.
I want a guaranteed good amount of playing time, and I want to play in the Champions League. And Real Madrid, Man City, and Liverpool could all offer that. Who do you think you'd pick and why? Taking our Liverpool bias out of it.
That's really tough. All right, I'm going to give you my 3 reasons for each one, then I'm going to come to a final conclusion.
Go for it, bro.
Liverpool first, because, and it's not in order, I'm just going to say Liverpool. Liverpool, he might what his hero, his idol, so to speak, is Steven Gerrard. He knows in England, Liverpool is the biggest club in England. He knows that if he was able to be successful there, he'll go down as one of the greats in English football / in the world. If he goes to Man City, it'll be to play with his friend Haaland. Not only that, he'll want to almost rewrite history because Man City are still behind Liverpool and Man United in terms of historical greatness and what they've achieved. So he'll be thinking, I could do something there, something that maybe another Man City player's done before. If it's Real Madrid, it's literally because Real Madrid and Barcelona are still renowned as the two biggest clubs in world football on a global basis, so to speak. And when you think about some of the names that have played there, he might want to look at himself and go, I want to cement my name. So when people talk about when McManaman was there, Zidane, Ronaldo, I want to go down as one of those players. And maybe he feels like with Tchouaméni and Camavinga, he can do that. Maybe they can spark up that new midfield trio that the old guard, so to speak, have with Casemiro, Modric, and Kroos. After saying all that, I think my final conclusion, and maybe it's at a Liverpool Madrid. I'm only going to say Liverpool, not me being biased, is because there's something about Liverpool that I think if a player sees Liverpool going for you, you kind of have to take that chance, and you know what that shirt means. And I think him being English, if Jude Bellingham wasn't English, I would have said 100% Real Madrid, but he's English. So I'm going to kind of just slightly edge it to Liverpool, just slightly, because I feel like he would want to be, he won't say it, but he's confident in his own ability. And I think he wants to be, so to speak, the next Gerrard. But not Gerrard, but talk about Jude Bellingham like how we speak about Gerrard. He wants to be like that. And imagine he could be one of the first names in how many years that you look at a player that's not a Scouser, is English though, and can make a legendary status, bro. And he would have the tools there if everyone's on a level playing field. So I think I would slightly edge this Liverpool. What about yourself?
Oof.
Tough, you know. Even now I'm thinking...
I'll be honest. I got a shout out to Emperor. I think it's Emperor Matini and Jamrock. They came out with two very good points, which has in the last couple of minutes kind of made me think it's slightly different.
Yeah.
Emperor made a point saying Jude comes in and helps us greatly. He doesn't revolutionize the midfield by himself, though. It's impossible. And you'd still need to add around him. And if he doesn't see other names come in, the pressure that's going to be heaped on him might be unbearable and unrealistic. Whereas at Real Madrid and Man City, he's got midfield structure around him. He's got Rodri, he's got Bernardo, he's got De Bruyne. So the only person he'd effectively be replacing is Gundogan. Whereas at Liverpool, he'd be replacing Hendo out of the starting lineup, Ox, Milner, Naby. He's coming in to replace the work of 4 players, which is and Genie 5. That's insurmountable odds.
Sorry, I just remember what you said before. I didn't realize. Are we caveating? Sorry, that it's just him that joins because that is okay. So every team is the same right now, but it's him that joins.
Yeah, and we don't know what will happen after he joins each club. He doesn't know what will happen.
Then that slightly changes it because because Man City, like you said, have the players there, and so do Real Madrid. Liverpool don't. However, do you know what I'm going to say? No. Jude, I'm doing a throwback here. It's all about hard work and dedication. Maybe he wants to be the first name that goes, you know what, I'm going to sign, and other people might join, like a Declan Rice, for example. I'm going to stick with Liverpool, bro. I'm going to stick with Liverpool.
Cool. And then the other point Jamrock made, how is he going to be utilized by Klopp?
I knew this was going to come up, you know.
Because that's a point. Because let's be honest, you look at how Pep plays and you think Jude's going to enjoy that type of football. Is he going to want to do the industrious work that is required from our midfield, or is he going to be allowed to play his game? Because if he's going to come in and do up what Hendo was doing, running up and down on that right hand side of a midfield 3, I don't know if he's going to be on it. And if he is, how long is his legs gonna last? He's what, 19, 20?
I hear that. The thing is, you're adding that pressure element to it now. So it's like he's gonna probably feel like how Gerrard felt when Gerrard didn't have the players around him at one point until Benitez came about. However, some people thrive off that, and it can be a good and a bad thing in terms of like emotion. Because here's the thing, Carl. I'm not trying to say he looks at himself like a one-man army. He doesn't. He knows he's smart. He wants to win trophies. He wants to be successful. However, him being the main guy in midfield might not necessarily be the bad thing, because if Liverpool, it's about the pitch as well. When I say pitch, I'm not talking about the grass. I'm talking about how the managers and the club pitch it to him. If they say you're the marquee signing, but man, they're gonna get you Kone and Caicedo next to you, how do you feel about it? Or Declan Rice? I'm pretty sure Jude's sitting there going, I'm comfortable. So there's a lot of variables. But like you said, if we can't change who's going to arrive, let's just say how it is right now, then that's a bit more of a problem because, and again, this whole like, how's he going to be utilized? Yeah, he might get utilized a little bit like old school Henderson. So a lot of grafting, but dare I say, it also depends on the players you have around him. It does. Like, I know you can't do the caveat thing, but I have to do it. If it's the players that are there right now, it don't make sense because he'll just be running around all day doing 3-man work in it. It don't make sense. But if he can get players around him, then yeah, it makes sense because Liverpool know what they need to do. They know they need to change up how they play, or if they don't change up how they play, get players that can do what Klopp wants. And I think that's one of the main issues. I think if they can say to Jude, you're not going to be the only runner, so to speak, I think Jude will buy into that. But if it's a thing where he goes there and he still sees Henderson, he still sees Flacco, and he sees Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott, then he's going to look around and think, yo, no, Stevie felt. It's long, bro. It's just long. Might as well have went City. Saved my career by like 5-6 years.
Another question, Matt.
Or Real Madrid.
I got to ask it.
You didn't answer the question, by the way. Who did you pick?
Oh, I think he goes Man City.
Are you feeling about not Real Madrid, City?
He goes Man City.
Is that to win the Champions League, to be the player that gets him over the line, do you think?
I think City are going to win the Champions League this season. So,
you think?
Yeah.
Can't really say no. Can't even rebuttal that. Back in the day, we could say, City, what, you forgetting about us?
Yeah. I see City winning it this season. Another question, Matt. And again, this is kind of the elephant in the room. Maybe I'm just being stupid, but I thought FSG would have sold up by now. We'll speak about this later on in the show as well regarding Klopp and him doing that road in the under-21s and all that. But would it be better to get Jude, or would it be better to use that money that we'd have to spend on Jude to get 3 midfielders instead? Because if we've got FSG, it ain't going to be Jude plus 2. It's going to be 3 or Jude.
See, this is why we shouldn't have these conversations. These are crazy. We're doing that. I know what you're saying. It's a fair question, by the way. It's just it's a disgusting question.
I hate asking the question.
It's because it's like we always basically it's either one or the other for us, isn't it? It's never we can have it all. Let's just say Liverpool put aside 200 mil for the Bellingham transfer. So we'll say 150 was the fee. So let's say
I'm gonna say 120. I'm gonna say 120. I don't think it'd be 150.
Okay, let's say 120. No, I'm gonna say 130. 100 mil plus add-ons, yeah. Let's say it's 130 million package. That's what Liverpool have to spend.
Yeah.
With that, you could probably get Kone, Caicedo, maybe. How much do you think Kone will cost, Carl?
Kone, I don't think would be any more than 40. I think even 40. I reckon I'd say 35 for Kone.
And what about Caicedo? 60?
Caicedo's a tough one. If he goes in the summer and he doesn't tear up the league between now and then, I think maybe 50.
50 plus.
I think the reason why he's being quoted as 64 at the moment is because he's off the back of a good start to the season, off the back of a good World Cup, and it's a January window where you got to sometimes pay over the odds. I think more realistic, you're looking around 50.
All right, let's just say 50. My man's 40. That's 90. That means we still got what 40 million to spend.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Nunez will cost 44, but we're going 4 mil over budget. That means we can't do it. Remember, FSG don't put their hand in their pocket, bro.
We'll probably structure a deal though. I reckon I'd like to think they would.
Imagine that. Imagine if they said to Klopp, "That's a great deal, Jurgen, but it's 4 mil over. Can't really do it, son."
No, but I reckon Kone will be 35 if he stays until the summer.
All right, then I'm gonna go with Matheus Nunes, Caicedo, and Kone. That for me is energy with some tech.
I still don't think I'd go for Kone and Matheus. I don't know who I'd go for instead of Caicedo.
You want to go for Caicedo? But Caicedo's serious, you know.
No, I do think he's good. I just think there's players out there I think we could get. I'd probably go for I'd try and go for Milinkovic-Savic personally.
It costs too much.
I don't think he would. I think he'd
no,
be around
only because he's at is it Lazio?
Yeah.
You know what? The only reason why, bro, ain't they got that harsh negotiation? No, I'm thinking of Napoli.
You're thinking of Napoli.
Bro. He's the hardest negotiator in world football. This man don't budge, bro.
Him and Leon, to be fair.
But what about that? What about his age though? What about Milinkovic-Savic's age?
I know that's why I don't think we would do it as a club. But me personally, I would do it because I think he gives you creativity, shooting, and a bit of strength in midfield. Not to say that Kone wouldn't give you that as well, but if we're looking for someone who can be as like close to De Bruyne, I think Milinkovic-Savic is the only one that comes to mind who's realistically achievable, who could do some of what De Bruyne does.
His quality on the ball. I think off the ball is where we might find a little bit of problems, maybe.
I don't think so. I think he covers ground well enough, and I think he reads the game well. I don't think he's as slow as people. I see a lot of people in the chat saying he's slow and got no pace.
He's not slow. He's just not.
I don't think he's slow.
He's not very quick though.
So Bozza shout as well. Sorry to cut you, Matt.
That's the. Remember when I said to you, there's the Leipzig. He went out my brain. Sorry. The thing with Szoboszlai, the only difference with Szoboszlai is that the last I saw of him when I was proper seeing what he was about. Maybe about a year or so ago, he was kind of playing in a 4-2-2 system on the left. I think it was. He can play attacking mid though. He kind of goes into that 10 mode. Szoboszlai though, even though I think he could be molding into an 8.
So what about Jacob Ramsey? I've seen a couple people put Jacob Ramsey.
Homegrown.
HG
baby.
You know what? I like Jacob Ramsey.
Do you know I would switch it up? Do you know what I might do? How do you feel about this one?
Go on.
Matheus Nunes. Rodrigo De Paul. Oh, we ain't got the funds. I was going to say Declan Rice. We ain't got the funds, bro.
We not have the money. We not have that.
All right, so Jacob. All right, Jacob. All right, got it. Jacob Ramsey, Rodrigo De Paul, and Matheus Nunes. Is that enough?
Nah, we need someone.
You don't think so?
Nah, we need a combative destroyer.
Well, De Paul's. I mean, De Paul.
He's not a DM though.
No, not a DM.
I want a rough, rugged DM who sits in front of that defense, looks at Virgil and Konate and goes, "You're good today. Don't worry. You'll mop up a couple of stains. That's it."
All right. So someone said, De Paul, but people really don't like De Paul, do they? Fair enough if you don't like him.
Sorry to cut you. Shout out to Jamrock who got. He looks very tired.
Yeah,
again, I can only go off YouTube highlights. That's why I don't really speak about it.
People really getting on me for De Paul. Well, hold on a minute.
I'm kind of shocked that people. I mean, people should have been watching the World Cup. That was the real De Paul.
Bruv, I thought De Paul had a good World Cup though.
He did. He had a very good World Cup.
That's what I'm saying.
I know this is going to sound really ignorant. I don't think you can look at an Atletico Madrid player who's not a defender and really look at them how they're playing now.
Because
it's smelly the way they attack.
Bro, like someone said De Paul's 30. Nah, bro, he's 26, I think, De Paul. I think De Paul's 26. Or 27 max. But Bro, the pool got let off the leash a little bit more.
Jamie
I'd say.
said
And
he's
even
a
then, I
Latin
said, he said, "What? Sorry?
Jamie said he's a Latin Hendo.
Oh no, you're disrespecting.
No,
the
he's better
pool,
than
bro.
Hendo. He's better than Hendo.
Bro, the
Big up
pool
Jamie
is
and Deja
serious,
LSP
bro.
chats in the building as well.
Trust me, the pool come back. Trust me, the pool good, bro. He's not 30 people. You know what? I'm gonna end this debate
He's
now.
28.
Is he 28?
Yeah.
Right, time flew. I thought he was 26.
Trust me, when we were linked with him, he was like 25, innit?
Yeah, that's what we did. We watch FC, innit? We just like to watch people and see what they're doing.
But them Harlem boy there.
Let's watch them, boy.
See watch, man.
All right then. You lot aren't happy with the pool. All right, cool. How's Sven Botman playing now, people? No,
sorry
joking.
to cut you, Matt.
Yeah, go.
For you guys in the comments, because I'm seeing a lot of people saying too old at the age of. Is this us being conditioned here, guys? Be real.
Yeah, because they think 28, you hit a cliff and you're done.
Yeah, like, what's the oldest player you'd go for midfield? Because for me, I look at 28, 29, and for me, that's not old.
Yeah,
it's really not old.
It's not. It's just that people think in our what you got to remember is 28 not playing for Liverpool all your life is a different 28 for playing for Liverpool all your life.
Yeah,
like they're not the same. And don't get me wrong, he's been rinsed at Atletico, but he ain't been at Atletico all of his life, has he? You get what I'm saying? I'm surprised people don't rate the pool. You know, I think the pool's a baller still. He's very tidy. He's combative. He's a player that I think will be very good for us. But I hear the complaints. But
everyone's sorry. I've seen a few people saying 25 is the old. Like, guys, what you have to remember, Matt made a really good point just there. Don't sleep on that point Matt just made. A 28 or 29-year-old player who's played in a Klopp team for 5 years is different to a 28 or 29-year-old who's played in another team.
For real.
I personally don't think you can look at a 28-year-old or 29, especially if it's just one you're bringing in.
Yeah.
If you're bringing in 2 or 3, then I'm going to be like, no, pump the brakes. But if you're bringing in 1 and they're supplemented by 2, let's say in a hypothetical world, it's Kone and Jude. Both, one's 21 and one's 19. Yeah. And then you get a 28-year-old to go alongside that. I think that's smart business.
This is what I'm saying. And the thing is, people getting caught up, for example, saying Thiago and Retete. But here's the thing. Whoever said that, this is not me having a got you, bro. This is me just saying, okay, so Thiago's what? Is he 31 now, I believe? Thiago, yeah? But Thiago's never been the most athletic player anyway. The Pool's been a more athletic player. Thiago is pretty much his whole life. They're just different type of player. Thiago didn't even rely on athleticism anyway. And I get it, you want kind of legs around it, so to speak, but people are acting like the Pool is some slats. Like the Pool is pretty, I'm not saying he's quick, but he can cover ground at a decent pace. But anyway, I hear that people are just thinking, you know what, maybe they don't want him, which is fair. Would you go for, let me think. Would you go for Declan Rice?
In place of who, though?
Remember, we'd have to cut the budget down. So I'm saying Declan Rice, Nunez. How much would Declan cost, though?
60, I reckon.
Yeah, that's the problem. Declan eats up too much budget, innit? This is what I don't like, though, man. I don't know. How would you describe Kone then? Would you say Kone is style of play?
Very similar to Tchouaméni. So a 6 that can play the 8.
So would you go Kone?
Me personally, I'd go if I had my dream summer, it'd be Kone, Matheus Nunes, and Bellingham.
Yeah, you're dreaming though.
I know.
Yeah,
that's my dream. That'd be my dream.
Never gonna happen, bro. Like
Kone is your combative destroyer.
Yeah.
Matheus Nunes is your controller who can dribble and run forward with the ball. And Jude Bellingham is your box-to-box midfielder who's got an emphasis on scoring and assisting. And I know before anyone starts, I know Bellingham hasn't got crazy numbers with goals, scoring and assisting.
That's not what
I think that changes if he comes to Liverpool, though.
Yeah, that's true, because you got to think about who he's playing with at Dortmund. They are very limited in what they have as well. I don't know. Yeah, we need, put it like this, we need 3 midfielders. We most like, until things change, we'd have to do the budget thing. We would have to do that because I'm gonna be honest. As much as we would like to think we can get better than them, and maybe we can, we just don't realize it. But I just don't see it happening because, firstly, I don't know whether we're even going to finish in the top 4. As things stand, we're not going to finish in top 4. So Bellingham will look at that and be like, don't want to spend a year out and hoping see if I can get them back in there. Like, and not only that, we'll get the usual spiel of when we don't qualify for Champions League. Liverpool just don't have the. Liverpool were banking on Champions League.
Yeah,
The money that they've lost in that campaign has really cost the club. So therefore, Jurgen Klopp is very limited in his budget. So basically, nothing changes, bro.
All right, one question before we switch topic.
Mm-hmm.
Hendo's not going to be sold. I think Thiago is here next season.
Yeah.
Do you think Flacco's here next season? This is not me asking you whether you would keep Flacco.
Yeah.
Do you think Flacco stays beyond this season?
As things stand, yeah. But I'll be honest, if his form doesn't improve and we was to get someone in the same mold, I would be a little bit worried. Although you're not asking about how I feel about it, but I'm saying, yeah, he should be there. He should be there. But I'm just a little bit worried, though.
I'm not 100% sure, but it's for a different show.
Just quickly, though, remember, Klopp only sells people that say they want to leave. So he's staying.
Very true as well. Right, before we move on to the next topic, I want to bring in someone. Ain't seen him for a little while. Welcome home, baby.
Welcome back, man.
What's going on, boys?
It's been a minute, son.
What's going on, peeps? What's going on? Good to
Could
be
be
back.
better.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You joined at a really bad time with us.
I'm not gonna lie, I rated you
in the
because I wouldn't be joining back still.
I would have waited, bro, until the summer. Personally,
Yeah.
I'd have waited until the following year. Personally,
when FSG sell up.
Yeah, that's what
That's what I would have done. Still, I can't even lie, bro. Man,
If I was waiting until FSG sell up, I wouldn't be back. So
true. You're glad for
right. That's a
punishment.
good point. Still,
I rate it. Welcome back, though, brother. Enough love to see you.
Trust me. Welcome back,
bro.
G.
yeah, big up, man.
Drift, I'm gonna have to dash you in the deep end with this one. Then I'm gonna move topics onto Matheus Nunes and the rumors that are circulating around him. Now, the purchase price is set for Liverpool apparently at £44 million. I ask you though, 1, do you think we'll go in for him? And 2, do you think we'll have competition?
What competition trying to get him, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't think we'd have competition trying to get him, no.
All right, let me switch it slightly just to make it a little harder. Wolves finish either relegated or just outside the relegated. And he wants to leave.
So that was a hard pause. I still don't. I think if we wanted him, we'd get him. I still don't think it would be difficult for us to get him if we actually wanted him.
You don't think anyone would come in for him?
All right. The reason why I don't think anybody would isn't based on his ability. It's based on the fact that nobody really tried to get him, and it's why he ended up at Wolves. And I'm not being shady to Wolves. No, but I can't imagine Guardiola trying to buy him until there's 1 or 2 maybe gone from the City team.
Gundogan and Bernardo Silva.
Are they guaranteed to be leaving, yeah?
Gundogan almost guaranteed. Bernardo's been twerking for years to leave.
He's always twerking.
Barca have got no money, and that's the only team he wants to go to, though. So they might not be able to afford him, to be honest.
Yeah, because Barca didn't buy anyone last summer, Drew.
They'll just activate another lever. That
No, do you know what? I was listening to Guillaume Balaguer talk about it, and he actually said, like, they're in the mud now because La Liga have invented these rules that mean that they can't just do all of these things to get around their problems. It's almost like La Liga are against Barcelona at the moment because they're doing all these things to stop Barcelona being able to work brain.
And
so
I
don't even know if they'll have any money.
What happens if La Liga say no to Barcelona and Barcelona just completely fall from grace? What happens to that league?
Well, as long as Real Madrid are around, they probably don't care.
No, they need the 2 of them.
They need the 2, bro.
They need.
So why are they putting these things in their way then? Why are they doing all these things
for face, bro? the saving face in the public. It becomes Scotland without Barcelona, bro. I'm talking about the Scotland where Rangers got relegated, not current Scotland.
I hear what you lot are saying, but have you not heard that they're only allowed to spend 5% of the money on transfers that they make from selling assets to the club?
Bro, last season they weren't even supposed to have the money, and all of a sudden they're activating things I didn't even know they could activate, bro. Man said,
yeah, but that's why La Liga have got involved now and said they can't do that no more.
But here's the joke. Like, no. What you're saying is true, but here's the joke now. I'm pretty sure the Liga must have knew what they were doing. They still let them do it. Then afterwards said, I think what they did was a little bit, bro. I think Kyle's got a point, you know. I think they're kind of doing the whole.
I don't think they care.
Like, yeah, we in public, we're gonna kind of show you.
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? But we don't know though. They could fold though. You never know. They could fold. They could.
To go back to your question though, Cal, I don't think he's worth the money, even though I do rate him as a player. They're talking 44 to 50 million they want for him, yeah? And we could have picked him up for 30, between 25 to 30.
Hold on. Sorry. I need to just come back. Did you say you don't rate him?
No. I said the reason why I don't know if he's worth going for, even though I rate him, is 50 million. 50 million out of a budget that we have is almost the whole budget.
Bro. It's 44. The price is actually 44.
Do you lot think it's worth our whole budget?
Well, look at this. Look at the scenes, bro. You tell me, bro.
Can you man see this? Yeah,
I saw it.
You man can see this, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this. Yeah. Look at this. This is Nunez. This is what he done. Just keep watching.
Remember, our midfield is easy to do this against as well, though.
No, just keep watching. It's the next bit, I think. It's this one here. What's this? Bruv, I can't tell you the last time we had a midfielder.
I can't lie, the sound effects was perfect.
Bruv, he's not even sprinting. You know, the man's just like, he's like, yeah, they want me to kind of get involved now, innit?
No, but we knew this already. Me and Cal have had these conversations on numerous occasions about Nunez and about how much he drives with the ball, and it is exactly what we need in our midfield. So from that point of view, 100%. But I'm thinking the maximum we're gonna have to spend is 100 million a summer. So he's half the budget, and I'm thinking to myself,
100 million on the FSG.
Yeah, but that's for every transfer, full stop. Like no matter, we've got about 5 positions we've got to get right.
Where are we getting 100 mil from? Before player sales.
Well, I'm just going off of like a optimistic kind of, you know.
Now he's saying the money that was stashed away for Bellingham 2 summers ago.
Yeah.
I'm basing the Mbappe money. Yeah.
No, that's different. That's different. That got lost.
Whatever it is.
The Mbappe money got lost, didn't it?
And remember, we've got all the money coming off the wage.
FSG, he's gonna give up. He's gonna have to give up some coochie, bro. He ain't gonna get 100 mil. He's gonna have to give up some coochie, bro.
But the money's there, you know. No, do you want to hear a joke? Do you want to hear a real funny joke? A rule that'll make your man probably fall on the floor. You know Christian Falk, he's head of Sports Build. Don't know if you guys know about him, yeah?
Yeah.
You know what he said? Do you know what he said? And I don't even want to, because I'd love to get him on the show actually.
100 mil?
He reportedly said Liverpool have up to 250 million pounds.
No, that's how much we can spend.
Is that what he said? You sure?
That's not how much we've got. Jamrock clarified this for me. It's not how. Okay. That's not how much we've got. That's how much we can spend without triggering any sort of FFP.
Yeah, all right. So
buying the 250 mil.
Realistic.
You know what happened with Newcastle, Matt, where basically because Mike Ashley was so tight, now they've got new owners. It's actually benefited them because they've got such good FFP that their owners can go and do what they want up until I think 600 mil apparently is how much they're allowed to spend to like not violate, because that was how cheap Mike Ashley was. So ours is 290 apparently because of how little we spend.
All right then. So let's be realistic then. So we basically got about 50 mil then.
So that means Nunez will be the only player that.
Where are we getting 50? Guys, sorry. Where all of a sudden?
You're acting like we ain't stashed nothing.
You're acting like FSG spent 50 mil.
Bro, over the years, even if we do the math.
Matt, tell me a window they spent 50 million.
Oh, in fact, remember when we had my man on the show, Mochacho? He said Liverpool got there's money there. The accounts are there.
When was the last time Liverpool spent 50 million in the summer net?
You're asking the wrong guy.
I'm asking you.
You're asking the wrong guy. What are you asking me for?
You told me. You just said
You want to get in if you FSG or something? You're asking the wrong guy, bro. You're asking me for. I can't answer that question. I can't. I don't have the capacity, bro. Wait, man. All jokes aside, yeah. There's money there. Remember, because Mo Chacha said, I think on the channel, he's like, oh,
I never said
there's money
there.
Money there.
I never said there's not money
We just don't know how much, but there's money there, though.
I never ever said we can't spend or there's not money there. I asked you guys, what evidence have we got to go off that FSG are going to say to Klopp, you get 50 mil plus player sales?
None.
All right. So why are we saying that's like me saying, you know what? I ain't trained. I think I could take Jones, you know. I think I might be able to take John Jones. 1 round, I reckon. I got a chance. You guys would say, Cal, what makes you think that? I don't know. I just got a feeling. I've just got a feeling.
Is FSG on the agenda today, Cal?
They're always on the agenda.
They're always there, bro.
No, but I mean,
they've been on the agenda.
Yeah. I know they're like a poison that we, you know what I mean.
I don't know, man. Like, did Mo Chacha break it down though and say there's money there though?
No, he did to a degree, but we know what our owners are like. When there's money available, it doesn't mean that it's available to us. It means it's available to them.
Yeah, not that. Yeah, I hear that.
All right, let's move. Sorry, Max. Let's
go on, bro. Yeah.
Will we get Matheus Nunes in the summer, boys? Yes or no?
I actually think yes. I think we will. Yeah.
If we get Matheus Nunes in the summer when we should have got him the summer just gone, it will literally show we have absolutely no idea what we're doing, in my opinion.
We just wanted to pay 6 million more in it because we're like that.
It'll be like going to a rave and you don't know the tickets are £15, but when you get there, it's going to be whatever they want to charge you on the door.
No, bro.
And you don't buy a ticket and then you go and you just pay on the door and you just hope you get a good price. And you end up paying double.
No,
that's what it's going to be.
No, the tickets are 15. The tickets are £15. You say, Matt, tickets are £15. Are you going? Yeah, I'm definitely going. All right, do you want to book a ticket? No, I'm just gonna come later. Yeah, but they're gonna cost £50. Yeah, don't worry, I'm still gonna come later. But why don't you book a ticket? Don't worry about it, man. Let's book it later still. That's what we're doing. It's like,
yeah, because we could have paid 30 mil last summer.
Apparently we could have gotten for 36.
It's 30, about 36, 37.
And now they're quoting 44.
Yeah, Wolves.
And you know how we love to spend money. Hey.
Speaking of that, speaking of that, here's a section I never thought I'd be speaking about. Talk came out today that Ox and Naby might potentially be offered new deals.
Fuck off.
I told him already. This is fake.
No. Fuck
this
off.
ain't even real.
Especially Ox.
Please! No!
Why you do it, John Crow?
Yeah,
I said you left, you're mad, you want mad, see me mad now.
Yeah.
Me mad now to blood clot.
Yeah.
Look at me now,
Yeah.
dirty gula.
$100. We're done. Even though he wrote me a check for
We're done.
Maybe we're not. Especially in the case of Ox, because of the homegrown situation.
This is
I've been
bullshit.
speaking to you,
Is
man,
this
about
Julian
homegrown.
Ward leaving with doing us over before he goes or something?
I've been
Can I be the
speaking to you,
first
man,
person
about
to speak on
homegrown
this?
for time. And
No,
you
I
man
speak on
laughed at me. Drifty said I'd get a doormat that said "Welcome home," grown in brackets. Who's laughing now? Like,
Bro, I need
who's
to speak on
laughing
this.
now?
Let me speak on this.
If Naby and Ox get a new contract Fuck Liverpool, fuck Klopp, fuck
Sorry,
Julian Ward, fuck
that's fine,
FSG, and fuck every single thing to do with our recruitment system. I'm sorry. That's a joke. That is a joke. Take it away, man. I got nothing else to say
All
about
right,
these.
let me say this, yeah. Everyone knows on this channel I'm the biggest Naby Keita fan. And I try to support him the best way I can by showing him just low support, as you would do to any player that plays for Liverpool. There comes a time when you have to realize and understand the situation. Bro, you have to understand what's going on here. Do you know what's going on here right now? The midfield is so bad that we literally look at any other team we play against and go, man, even if we had that midfield, we'd be doing better. There's no way in hell that we should be re-signing. It's just my opinion, by the way. James Milner, Naby Keita, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. None of them should be re-signed. Got to keep it a buck. I support all of them. They've all done the best that they can. James Milner, legend. Oxlade-Chamberlain has done the best that he can, been unfortunate with injuries. Has quality, but hasn't been able to show it. Naby Keita got quality, hasn't been able to show it. If we re-sign players that are injury prone and are actually probably just like falling off a cliff when you think about what they're able to do, that doesn't make no sense. And I'll be honest, if I even hear or sniff Klopp says something like, oh, we wanted to re-sign them, you know, what they can do, amazing players, I'm going to be honest, you will hear me shout the loudest, brother, we got to speak about Jurgen. Bro, if you got a manager that has common sense, and he does have common sense, yeah, you don't re-sign Naby Keita and Oxlade-Chamberlain. For what? What are we doing that for? What, Liverpool just want to spend money on people that can't stay fit? That would be crazy, bro. I can't even lie to you. That would be one of the maddest things you've actually ever done. It will be just as bad as Gerard Houllier saying Bruno Cherou's the next Zidane. It will be something stupid, bro. Do you know how mad that is?
No, Matt, do you know what I actually think it would
That's
be?
crazy.
I personally don't even necessarily think
that
that would be so much on Klopp. I think that would be a perfect example of
No,
FSG
but
being
if I'm
so
Klopp,
cheap that they told man he ain't got no more money to go and buy anybody else.
I say let
So he
them
has
go
to put
on. I
up
say
with
let
what
them
he's
go.
got.
I say them go on.
No, I hear
go
you.
for
But
free.
then he'd be left with 2 less players in the squad.
I'll make a point. I'll be like, bring out the youth them. Let me go and get Clarkson, Basetic. But on a serious note, this is where
What have they done to deserve a new contract? If they got a new contract, what have they actually done to deserve a new contract?
nothing. That's why they can, bruv.
So a bit of breaking news as well. I think apparently, well, not apparently, news broke earlier. It seems as though Felix to Chelsea is virtually done now.
Yeah.
Hold on, I thought it was Man United and Arsenal that were getting
No.
him. How's he ended up going to Chelsea?
No, it's gone
Chelsea's
Chelsea.
transfer strategy is
Fuck up
destroy and
FFP.
sabotage Arsenal. No, just Arsenal.
Nah, Chelsea
If
Chelsea have got to explain where they're getting all this money from. I'm sorry. What's going on?
And they've got an ambitious owner.
No, but bro, FFP. How are they able to spend
Drift,
all of
bruv.
this money?
Are you still
FFP.
bragging this FFP thing, bro?
Bruv, it don't exist.
Drift, FFP, bro.
Let me just, you know what I'm gonna do, Drift? I'm gonna show you something. You're gonna want to cry. Let me just show you why FFP don't exist. Watch this. It don't exist, bro. I'm telling you.
You keep on talking about FFP, bro. There's no teacher in the classroom right now, and you wonder why the room's a mess. There's no teacher, bro. The substitute teacher couldn't find their way into the school, and the normal teacher's ill for the day. It's a free lesson, bro.
Nah, Chelsea are moving differently, bro.
And they've got no debt, bro. Roman cleared the debt.
No, but the debt didn't matter to the new owner anyway.
I said FFP.
Bro, I'm gonna listen to this. Is just you, bro.
FFP been relevant, bro.
They signed the goalkeeper for 9 million euros. Man called Gabriel, never even heard of him. They signed David Datro from Molde for 12 million euros. Aubameyang 12 million euros. Andre Santos 12.5. Chuck away.
This is a good one.
million
FFP is like the 6-second goalkeeper rule. It
Fuck.
never gets imposed.
Yeah.
Bro. Listen to this, yeah? You man. Koulibaly, 38 mil. This is all in euros, by the way. That new centre back from Marseille, Benoit Badashili, 38 mil. Raheem Sterling, 56. What's his name? The one Brighton left back. What's his name? Cucurella. 65. Fofana, 80. But they don't care about. There's no FFP. FFP what?
You left off 60 mil for Nkunku as well.
Yeah,
But this is what I'm saying.
bro. It's basically the USADA go around to drug test Chelsea, and when they get there, they give USADA a blunt to smoke.
I didn't even add Nkunku.
Not even that, bro. They just blatantly see someone else taking the piss for them, and they just don't.
Yeah.
Do you know one thing that annoys me about Chelsea, though? All jokes aside, I swear down, they have their scouting system is literally we're just going to watch what everyone else does.
Yeah.
I kid you not, bro.
Chelsea have always, Chelsea have
Bro.
never ever bought players they actually know.
Nkunku,
They always watch everyone else. Always.
we looked at him as an alternative for Nunez. They were like, Liverpool thinking about getting him. All right, we got to get him. Flipping João Felix made an Arsenal interested. Yeah, João Felix, what is he ever? Let's go and get him, bruv. Any top name you can think of.
You know they stole Robben and Petr Cech from Man United.
Yes,
you know back when they got them.
Willian from Tottenham.
Willian from Tottenham. Thingy from Man United as well. He's having a medical at Man United.
They stole Salah from us first time around.
Yeah, who's the Nigerian they had in midfield? I can't remember.
Obi Mikel stole it from Man United.
Yeah, he was having a medical.
Went to a legal dispute.
Timo Werner.
Yeah. That's all they do.
They always do it.
Even Pulisic was flirting with Klopp, and they went and got Pulisic. They literally, their transfer strategy is, who does everyone else want? Remember, Fabregas is going to go back to Arsenal. They came in and stole Fabregas from
Bro.
Like that's their thing, innit? So
Enzo Fernandez didn't see them links with him once, and all of a sudden, Liverpool and Man United might trigger the release clause. Chelsea, what are you saying, man? What are you man saying? What is he available? But they're just on anything.
Damien Duff, shout out to Ezra. Damien Duff. We tried for Damien Duff.
Yeah.
Remember when they stole Salah from us in the last week of the transfer window?
Yeah. But they were anything they see them want. They want anything.
Yeah, we've been dilly-dallying for years, Cal, innit? So.
They might do the same with Mudryk as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard they're going to teeth him.
The agent was at the game the other day for them.
But you know what worries me about that? Is that the team behind us, who were also like out of the picture for top 4, these signings could actually give them a chance to get back into it, which is actually like another person to worry about, so to speak.
So, guys, would you guys keep Ox for the homegrown quota?
No.
Would you guys keep Naby?
No.
After this season, their man are done, bro.
So next.
Anyone else?
Well,
I'd keep them around if you was allowed like a 38-man squad and we had money and wages weren't a problem and all that. But based on all the stipulations and all that, why the hell would we ever keep them around?
Do you know what it is? The Wolves game, more than anything, I don't know what it was. I think it just said to me, even before them, but just something just said to me, like, it's not even fair that we have to put up with a midfield of this quality. No, I'm being honest.
It's not fair, you know.
Do you know how mad it is that we're big bad Liverpool and we have to sit there as fans, and every single time a ball is kicked, we look at our midfield and go, man, this is just not. Why has everyone else got a better midfield than that? It's like you're jealous. Like how can you be jealous of everyone else's midfield?
Do you know what's worse as well?
That's mad, bro.
Is that when you look at what Nunez did in that game to us, fully fit and in form, Naby and Ox, that was what they used to do for us, or what they're capable of doing. And they're so far away from what they used to be that we watch that with envy. But you're right. If you go and look at like 2017 season when Ox first came, that's the type of shit he was doing. Getting the ball and just beating players with pace and power and just outrunning people. Go and look at Leipzig Naby. That was his actual thing. Getting the ball on the edge of his own box and driving past players and advancing and taking it into the... That was what they were good at. And they're just so far removed from doing that now. It's actually laughable. Like, you actually laugh your ass off at it.
We haven't got one person in the whole midfield that can get the ball from, say, the number 6 spot and just run with it and feel confident that it can burst past players without being caught. Not one person.
Not one, no.
Imagine, even the, and I don't even want to say this, and I'm saying this lightly, even the youth, man. Like, we haven't even got, you know, if we...
Slightly, possibly Carvalho, but still not.
But he's not that style of player, though.
Who?
Yeah, that guy that don't get games.
Yeah, he's not even here. I can't even...
Remember I said at the beginning of the season, Drift? Remember I said...
Oh, man.
Do you know what? We're going to speak about that in a bit. Let's move on to the next topic quickly. Again, rumours come out today that Caicedo is not a top 3 priority for Liverpool, and it seems as though he's going to go to Chelsea.
What?
I'm not even surprised.
Hold on a minute. Why does homegrown not count with Chelsea?
I'm just breaking the news.
No, but why does homegrown not count with Chelsea? How comes they're allowed an 82-man squad? What the fuck is going on? How are Chelsea just... What's going on?
I actually think Chelsea have got enough homegrown players.
Where?
Let me see if I can bring up their squad.
How on earth have Chelsea got this much room in their squad? What is going on? What English players have they got? Mason Mount and who?
Sterling.
Reece James.
Reece James,
Sterling, Mount.
Chalobah.
He won't play if they start buying all these guys, though. He's one of them guys.
No, but they can add him into the squad, though, innit? He's a homegrown man.
He's not young enough, though. He'll have to actually go in the 25-man squad, though, bro.
No, Chalobah young, ain't he? It was young.
All right, so
he's like 23 now, ain't he?
I think Bettinelli is their third choice goalkeeper.
I never know who he is from.
Chilwell, Reece James, that's 4.
Mount,
Sterling, Gallagher.
They got a few, you know.
Oh, so there's their homegrown. All right, so how did they accommodate 82?
Brozier.
So how did they accommodate 82 man into their squad?
They got the biggest squad in Europe.
They've got the biggest squad I've ever heard in my life.
They always do, though, you know.
How are they allowed 84 players?
No, what they do, though. Chelsea are the slickest. Sometimes, though, what they do is they buy players and loan them out straight away. So they're able to kind of manage the squad, but still keep the player. They do but when you look at their transfers are the maddest stuff. But they buy players knowing that player will never play for Chelsea, knowing that they'll make a profit. But they sold a man 2 years ago, still can't remember his name, or they bought a man, for 4 mil or something, and then sold him for like double. The man didn't even play once.
Yes,
they did the maddest stuff.
I know, Drift, I'm not going to ask you this question because I know Caicedo was the guy you really wanted. Matt, 1, are you surprised? And 2, how disappointed are you with this?
Sorry, with what? Sorry? With...
Are you surprised with this potential news that he's going to go Chelsea?
No, because of Potter. I think it's the Potter thing, isn't it? It's that.
I think
if Potter weren't there, I don't think Chelsea are interested. But surprise, they would, because we have shown interest.
Come like he's Harry Potter at this moment with all this wizardry.
Yeah, I mean,
Chelsea able to just pull off all these signings. I don't know what is going on.
I don't even know. I mean, am I surprised? I'll be disappointed if he goes Chelsea, because I think that's a midfielder that we could really use in our ranks, because we're just like,
because he wants to play for us, bruv.
I know, but the problem is
he physically said in an interview, I would love to play for Liverpool.
But here's the problem, though,
and we heard that.
It's our own.
We heard that, you know. That's like, I don't know, Rihanna or somebody saying, yeah, do you know what, Matt, feeling at you, you know. And you're a single guy.
Why are you saying my name? Say your name. Don't put me in there.
You're a single guy.
Don't put me in there, bro.
You're a single guy. This is before the wife and the kids and all this. You're a single guy. And you hear that, and then you just come to me and you're like, yeah, but I heard Rihanna likes me still, but I just think I'm going to just check out what Jenny at the end of the road is saying. I'll be like, what?
Big up Jenny at the end of the road. Yeah? Big up all and Jenny's them.
I think we just like the chase, Drift. I think we like the chase.
We like the chase. No, but John is. No, but we're FSG. No.
We're like, oh yeah.
We said FSG are playing kiss chase.
Yeah,
No,
the
do
moment,
you know
the
what it
moment we
is?
find out, oh yeah, she's interested, we're like, that's it for me. No.
No,
The way the world's PC right now, you're probably not even allowed to play Kiss Chase anymore. bro.
FSG are literally, you know what it is? And I don't even, in fact, I don't know if
I'm gonna lie, I don't want no one chasing my little niche round still.
for real.
It builds character, bro.
Nah,
know what it is, yeah?
It does. Getting punched up, it will build character, bro. Yeah.
I hate to say it. FSG are literally, or Liverpool, as things stand right now, are literally the person, man or woman, doesn't really matter, that will be in the club and they know what they want, but they're just gonna stand there. And then when does it happen, they're gonna get annoyed. So, like, I don't know, FSG wanted to go and speak to a girl. They've been wanting to speak to the girl the whole night, deliberating, had a few shots, got a bit nyang. Yeah, I'm on it now. Still waiting. Someone else swoops in. FSG are just like, oh, flip's sake, man. It's like you've had all night to just do one thing, to just enter into negotiations. All night. You've had all year.
You had one job. One job.
Bruv, do you know how many people twerk for us? Pause. Garvidal, yeah, the centre back come out and said the club I want to play for is Liverpool. Do you want to know Liverpool gonna give that information? I like this Garvidal guy. Wait, Degsy, is that your guy? Yeah. Degsy, call him for us. Garvidal, what are you saying? Yes, I want to play for you guys. FSG, what are you saying? Oh, Jurgen, it's not really gonna cut it. It's not the maths ain't mathing, mate. Gonna look somewhere else. That's who we are. It's the same thing.
But basically, FSG are cock tease. That's basically what they are. They'll pretend, they'll do all the little but they never actually do shit.
We're going too far here with the FSG.
Are we?
Yeah.
No, not at all, bro. As soon as I heard Garvidal say what he said, bro, he said, I watch Liverpool with my dad. We are Liverpool fans. It is my dream to play for Liverpool. As soon as we heard, bro, Klopp knows he would.
Can I ask you a question? If Garvidal said that about Man City, Real Madrid, Barcelona, because he'd
already be their player.
They would be like, what, this young centre back?
No, not Barcelona. Maybe Man City because they ain't got a history of that. Barcelona have a bagger man talking about Barcelona.
No, I hear that. They're in the mud, but what means you for saying
No, I'm not even talking about the mud. You can't sign every player whose dream it is to play for your club.
No, we're not saying that. What we're saying is if a top
when
player...
there levels you do, though, Cal.
Well, you try and make it happen. At least you try, right? You try.
You know my feelings on Guava, though.
But don't you try?
He literally just said, come and get me, you man.
The Klopp want another centre back, you man.
No, but you're not hearing what I'm saying.
No, listen, Nat Phillips is going in the summer.
Ownership.
Right? Yeah, but if the ownership are going, look, this guy's twerking for you. Do you want us to go for him? And Klopp says no. The owners aren't going to and I'm not saying the owners are doing that, but they're not going to override him.
But the problem is it doesn't even get to Klopp though, Cal. That's the problem. The owners won't even pay any mind to it. That's what the problem is.
We say that.
I know you're trying to say, you're trying to say
Matheus Nunes in the summer and said no.
I know.
Nah, bro, but that's because he knew it was eating into the budget for the player he really wanted, bro.
He didn't know, Drew.
He did, bro, man.
No, he didn't. He just said no because he thought we could go again with this same midfield, bro. And
he thought that he wanted to go and get whoever it was.
So why did we get Artur then?
Because he was free.
He wasn't free, bro. We had to pay 4 mil for him.
Oh, but medical expenses. No, but that's basically free, isn't it? That's basically free, bro.
No, but serious truth, like if he wanted a midfielder, Artur wasn't the first choice, but he still got Artur. He could have said
we tried to get Zakaria first, didn't it?
Yes.
But he turned us down. No, apparently he turned us down.
I said this to you, lot, and you lot disagreed.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I've got the tapes, bro.
What tape? What tape?
You're like to cut this up right now, bro.
I don't know what tape.
Plenty of tapes.
I don't know what tapes.
YSL you man now, yeah.
Jamal, just be ready, fam.
I think Cal's talking about the VHS tapes. I don't know what Cal's talking about.
I don't know what tapes you're on about, cuz. You sure you want to open them tapes?
The lost tapes.
We should have got Zakaria on loan. We went to
No,
Juventus
you're right.
to get
I
a
hear
loan
you. You're
player.
right. You're right.
And
But
you, man, it convinced me on deadline day. I don't know if you were just trying to perk me up or what.
no, if I'm being
Arthur's the
honest,
better man
No,
to get.
me and
Artur's a better
Drift
player
both
than Zakaria, but
No, he's
Zakaria
not.
is more of a defensive player, and that's
He's
what
not better.
we're
He's
lacking.
not better than
Can I be
Zakaria.
honest?
Like,
The
he's more
old
technically
Arthur,
gifted. He's a better footballer than him.
the old Arthur is better than Zakaria. The difference is that this is Arthur who's been savaged by injury. So as things stand right now, Zakaria is better. But if we're talking about Barcelona Arthur, I think.
Yeah,
Me
Barcelona
personally-
Artur is a better player. Like, there's no
You know,
doubt about it.
and don't get me
There's
wrong,
no-
because Zakaria pulled up at listen, he was balling out the other day, and in a losing team as well. I think it might have been even
Better.
against City.
He's better defensively, and that's what we're lacking.
He's
That's
a
why
powerhouse,
Now I
though.
look
He's a
at it and I think,
powerhouse.
you
He's a
know what?
powerhouse.
He probably would have actually been a better
Better.
signing.
He's just better. All
He would have
round.
suited us
I
better. He's a
think
powerhouse. He's a
I
powerhouse
said
still.
this, man.
You know what's annoying? I was
Yeah, but
even
Carl,
watching.
you said a lot of stuff before, though.
I was watching Barca.
No,
Athletic
don't
yesterday.
do that. Don't do that, man. You think you're smart.
What do you mean?
Don't do that, man. You think you're smart, bro.
Man was like, you waffling it, Cal. Like,
No, all I'm just trying to say is like Cal said some stuff.
I remember when you
before,
told
innit?
us the bus was coming at this time and it came late, bro. We got to
I'm
the
just
job
saying.
interview late, bro.
The internet and the people them are undefeated.
You wait till I'm gonna go back and watch the episode again.
No, you're right. Now, all jokes aside, Cal, you're right. Me and Drift were saying Arthur, but we were basing it off if you could get a fully fit Arthur. I'm not the Arthur. Like, let's be real, bro. We never would have assumed that Arthur would have been savage like this. Bro, he's played 10 minutes.
When we bought him, he wasn't fit.
I hear you.
yeah,
but
but
I
not
didn't
being fit
envision-
is different to being injured, Cal. Do you
But
know what I'm
He
saying?
couldn't get through an under 23s game.
No,
No, but we
don't do
just
that,
thought
don't
he
do
was
that.
lacking match.
Why are you
fitness.
gonna
That's
do that to him?
different.
Guys,
Why are you gonna
couldn't
do that
get
to Arthur, bro?
I'm not even taking it. He wasn't fit enough when we signed him to get through an under 23s match.
To be fair, them young bucks have got energy. though,
Oh,
innit?
just do me a favor.
They got intensity. That's right.
No, I'm being
out of
serious,
here,
bro. Them
Get
young
out
bucks have
of
got
here,
energy,
man.
bro.
They got intensity still.
Bro,
Can't even lie.
they're not even old enough for their natural fitness to have ran out yet. They've
They
got
got,
energy,
like-
bro. They've
you're
got
playing
energy
against
for days, bro.
10 Ben Dokes, fam. That's a lot of energy right there, bro.
Them man, they jump out the bunk bed. They don't even climb down the ladder,
Innit?
bro. Them man, they have got bare energy,
Them
bro.
man having cornmeal porridge and that. Them man are ready for the day.
Do you know what I'm saying? They don't even
Right.
need breakfast, bro. They wake
No.
up energized, bro. It is
Listen,
what it
me and
is.
Jiff, listen, we know, obviously, we thought Arthur would have been better in it. What he showed of the 10 minutes, we didn't even get to see a player, bro. That's the thing. It's unfair to judging it when a player has been savaged by injury, unfortunately. But Zakaria, to your credit, bro, he has actually been a revelation for Chelsea. Because remember when he first signed, he wasn't playing. And then he made a little thing of like he wants to play. I think the agent says Zakaria wants to play, whatever. Then as soon as he's gone into the team and played, bro, he's played very well. And looking at the characteristics, what we need, 100%, I would have taken Zakaria. I'll be honest with you. But I was a little bit skeptical because the Zakaria at Juventus weren't doing up that. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones, isn't it? So
Did you not see the Atletico Barca game yesterday?
He just signed the contract. That's
Because I was watching Kessie yesterday and I thought, yeah, he was free in the summer. See him balling out.
I didn't want Kessie, so I can't even jump on that. But
I haven't seen him play. Has he looked all right?
He played well yesterday when Barca beat Atletico. He's got energy. He's athletic. You know, like I'm just looking. I'm thinking he's got the legs in it that we don't have. He was free. He was free. I think that's what the problem is here.
Yeah.
He was free. It's not a risk when you buy a free player.
I just don't understand how we've
This is
got.
why I say I can't blame FSG for last summer. Klopp
For last
said
summer?
no to a bagger, man. Basuma, Vitinha, Matheus Nunes, like we said
we
no
got
to
proof
a
that
bagger,
Klopp said
man.
no to these players, though.
Say again?
Is there proof that he said no to these players?
Well, we
though?
didn't sign any of them, Drift. And
Yeah, but that
No,
doesn't mean
no,
it was
no.
because of him, though.
But do you know why he's saying that?
Who
Because
would
Klopp has
who
made.
would it be because of them?
But Klopp has made
The
contrasting
funds that are
statements.
available, isn't it?
He
When he
said, bruv,
he made a mistake.
It was my mistake. I didn't
And
think
what
we
el-
needed it.
And what else did he also say? Remember when there was talk when Liverpool first got put up to sell, maybe a couple of weeks later, he said they asked him about money. And he was like, "I'm not against spending money." kind of thing.
Gravenberch, another one.
No,
Sorry.
Gravenberch, I would have.
Gravenberch.
There's something don't add up for me personally. I know what you're saying, Cal. You're saying, oh, Klopp kind of said he made a mistake. Cool, he made a mistake. And then we kind of have a go at him for saying he don't want midfielders. But then he also comes out and says things like, you know how we're run. Whenever they ask him, why didn't you buy? You know how we are. We got bills to pay. He said this so many times this season already. It's like he's really angry about something because whenever you ask him, he's like, I'm sick and tired of asking this question. You know what we can and can't do. It's like, okay, bro, why are you getting upset? Almost like FSG have said to you, bro, your budget is literally non-existent. So make of that what you will. And then he says things like, oh, I'm not against spending money. And he also said the future's looking bright. So, bro, there's a lot going on with Jurgen, if I'm being honest. Or with Liverpool
he sounds to me like that kid that comes to school and watches everybody eating a nice lunch and he's just got chips from the chip shop and he wishes he could get a better lunch, but his parents ain't give him enough money. So if you say something, he'll be like, fuck off. I love my chips, man. Shut your mouth, man. Who wants to eat kebab? Who wants a burger? Who wants Chinese? Who wants to? No, I don't want none of that, brother. That's like chip. Well, every day I love chips. You're not listening to me. I love chips. Everybody's going to know at some point. He's lying. Of course he wants some Thai, some Chinese, a kebab. Of course he wants all of that. But he's got to put up a front.
Fair enough, Jim. But how about
it.
if you turned around and said to you, I like chips. I like the way the texture of chips. I like how the potatoes are made. I like how fluffy the chips are. Plus, I don't like eating meat. I really like these chips, especially when I'm mixing the salt and vinegar with them as well. When you start to think, oh, maybe he does like chips then.
No, I'd actually feel sorry for him, bro. I'd actually say, right, look how many ways he's trying to remix this one dead meal.
Or maybe he just really likes chips, bro. I drink apple juice every day.
Yeah, but the difference is you have a choice and you don't take it. Therefore, we know. We don't know whether Klopp actually has the choice. We'll never know.
Yeah, but you're
whether
acting
he
like,
actually
yeah,
has
you're acting
the
like you
choice.
have to, like you love apple juice, but you know, if you had to have something else.
So why does it take so long for Matheus Nunes to move in the window when we know what the situation with Mendes as well? When it came out that Mendes offered him and said, he's yours if you want him.
Maybe we didn't have the budget. I don't know.
We got to remember, bro. Like, I'll use you as an example, Cal. There is nothing Stevie and Robbie can do in life until they're 18 without you or the missus' permission. Nothing. It doesn't matter what it is. They need your permission. So they confront to their friends. They can do whatever they want. They can style it. They can do whatever. If you or the missus don't say they can do it or they can have it, they can't. And remember, you're FSG in the scenario when they're Klopp, that they technically can't do anything without your permission. So they can go to school and they confront that they're loving their high tech. They can do it as much as they want. But unless you say they can have their Air Force, there's nothing they can do about it, bro. So they've almost got to pretend they like high tech.
So where did the Gakpo money come from then?
The Gakpo money possibly and was like, look, I'm desperate here. Look at Jota. Look at Diaz. Like, come on, man. And they might have just pulled a little bit of a purse string situation. But then, like with Diaz last January, it's going to affect our summer. Like, getting Gakpo now might actually affect our summer. Because remember, we got Diaz in January, and then look what it did to our summer.
I'm not talking about the fund. He wanted Gakpo. He got Gakpo.
Yeah, but
no.
It was a desperation thing, though.
Rephrase
Cal,
it. Who wanted Gakpo? No. Let me ask Carl. Who wanted Gakpo, bro? Who wanted Gakpo?
Pep.
And what was his exact quotes, Cal?
He's the missing piece of the puzzle.
Oh, right then. So we can't put words in Klopp's mouth and say he wanted it.
Well,
that was
here,
Pep Lijnders.
Pep's here. He's letting Pep do what he wants.
Listen, if I'm being honest, Liverpool probably
Which we have to discuss, by the way.
Yeah, do you know what it is? I think Liverpool saw a deal.
Brother. If Pep Lijnders is being allowed to do what he wants because the manager's saying he can, in the same way, to use your analogy, Drift, if Robbie and Stevie are doing up a madness in the yard and I don't say anything to stop them, whose fault is it, bro? It's not the kids' fault, it's mine.
Yeah, it is yours.
If I bring the kids to your yard and they pick up a biro and start drawing on your cream sofas, bro, and I'm just sitting there, feet up like that, going, Drift, how's your day, bro? Have you got any food in the fridge? You're going to say, Cal, come and deal with your utes before I deal with you and the utes.
Do you know what?
I'm not gonna, if you put your feet up and had your hands like this, I would dangle the ute upside down still. I'm never going to lie. I'm never going to lie. I'm like, man, it's boiling it. Man is fully boiling
Bro.
me here.
Here's the thing, yeah. Do you know what worries me about Jurgen Klopp and his whole
Pep's
Pep
control
Lijnders
in
thing?
this club is scary, man.
Do you know
It's
what's
actually
scary?
Control from.
Do you know what? I
It's
reckon
actually scary, bro.
this. Remember, this is I can't even remember to talk about this. Remember Maxi Lopez, and he allowed a man to stay with him because the man. Remember what he done for Icardi? You know what happened, innit?
Yeah.
Maxi Lopez like, oh, yo, what? You need someone to stay, bro? Yeah. Roll through, bro. Man's got a spare couch for you. Next thing you know, Maxi Lopez has no wife. Yeah, man's divorced, and Icardi's now got the kids tattoo on them. I am so worried that Pep Lijnders is getting so comfortable to the point where things might go so left for Jurgen Klopp. And I'm actually being genuine when I say this, by the way. Klopp gets worried, or he's just like, I can't do this anymore. Pep Lijnders was just like, yeah, bruv, don't worry about it. I got this. Just waiting.
Darknesses.
Bro,
You can get
someone
a
said
couch
it
on your
best, Pep
Murphy.
Icardi, you know?
What can I do for my legs, Eddie Murphy? They never should have gave you just any money.
All I'm saying is, yo, just be careful. You let stay on your couch, brethren. That's all I'm saying.
I think Gakpo is actually coming out the sun.
He's in the bed. Klopp's
Bro,
on the couch.
remember Klopp calls him family. No, sorry, yeah, Klopp calls him family in Lijnders' book, you know. Don't get twisted. They're brothers, you know.
I do like have family members that when you go around their yard, they will actually give you their bed because they're that hospitable. Like they'll sleep on the sofa and they'll let you have the bed. That's what Klopp's doing with Pep.
Yeah,
he's actually given him his bed and he's like, I'll sleep on the couch. Do you know what I'm saying? Never.
Yeah, but
me,
bro,
you know?
if
Never
someone
me,
let
bro.
me give you an example. If let's say I don't know, say you let your brethren stay around your yard, yeah.
Hold on,
And
sorry,
he's
Matt. Sorry,
yeah.
one step, Matt. That's all nice, Drift. Klopp's letting him sleep in the bed. Do you think Klopp would be all right if he's just bringing a different woman home every night and smashed in the bed, bro? You think he'd be all right?
Bare DNA. Just bare DNA all in the bed sheets.
Bro. Bare. CSI in the building,
This
bro.
is
You think he's gonna be all
madness,
right?
you
Because
know.
that's effectively what's happening now, bro.
You don't even
No.
need CSI when the stain is right there, bro. There's nothing to investigate.
Do you know how
bro.
mad it is? All right, so he's doing that, and not only that, he's cutting himself a key as well, fam. Because when you get back, you're like, what's going on with the key? Huh? Ring the doorbell. Pep Lijnders open the door. Yeah, I just cut.
Man's got the
What, he's saying he changed the locks, man?
Changed
Said
the
he
locks,
changed
bro.
the locks,
Yeah,
you
Jurgen,
know?
you should get one yourself. Yeah, I'll give you one tomorrow. He's changed the locks, bro. Do you know how mad that is? Imagine you let a man stay in your yard. You say to him, you can have the spare key. One day later, you go to work. He changed the lock. You come home, you can't even get in. Man tells you, yeah, by the way, man changed lock. Yeah, you might want to get a spare key. Or there's one for you on the side. Them reverse psychology ones. Yeah, of course I cut one for you, bro. There's one on the side. But he changed the locks. That's mad, bro.
I said, I'll give you a key to your house.
That means man must have pretended to the locksmith. Yeah, this is my yard. Bro, it goes deep. That's what I'm saying. When a man thinks, all I'm saying is Pep Lijnders is making it look like he's his home. Because I'm not gonna lie, people. When Gakpo signed, I saw the biggest embrace from Pep Lijnders. And we see a snippet of Jurgen Klopp where the door slightly opens, where Virgil knocks on the door. And you can see, in fact, when you open the door, when the door opens, you actually see Pep Lijnders before you see Klopp.
What are you saying? He's saying
It's
Klopp
mad,
saw him
bro.
and said, Trent, you've grown and cut your dreads. No, I'm Cody. Oh, come on in. Come on in. Come on
Bro,
in, Cody.
I swear it's
Nah,
mad, you know.
This is a madness.
This is mad, bro. I can't even listen. All
This
jokes
is
aside,
mad.
Pep Lijnders is. I know we've just been going on a bit, but he's done well in terms of what was able to achieve last season, and even like the Prem and the Champions League. Yeah, but the difference is that back then I would say he was like cool being the number 2 and just doing what he needed to do. Now I'm not trying to say he's this arrogant guy, or whatever. All jokes aside, and he's trying to take over the club. It's not that. It's just that sometimes when people want a bit more power, so to speak, and the other person thinks that that's cool, whatever, you can start lose sight on what's actually happening. And for me personally, I know Jurgen Klopp's a manager, but Pep Linders' influence is starting to really like grow though, and we just don't want it to like take over. That's what all jokes aside. That's what we don't want.
Do you know what Matt's saying?
You know what I mean?
Matt's saying that Klopp woke up and he smelt
Big
the
up
bacon,
Grizz.
and he's like, "Rah, breakfast, yeah, cool." On his way down, he can hear Bear giggling and laughing and that. Man walks in the kitchen. Pep Linders is in there busting bare joke with wifey in Klopp's boxer shorts, wearing Klopp's robe. And Klopp's like, "Raw, what's going on?" And he's like, he turns around, man, just itches his balls and goes, "What's going on? Morning, bruv. Morning, morning." Man's like, "Raw,
Where the next man's boxers,
what is going on? What is going on, blood?"
Oh man.
There's two things you never borrow from a man, and that's boxers and socks, bro. You never, ever borrow a next
You should
man's
never,
boxers or
ever,
socks.
bro. If it means you gotta go to work commando,
Yeah,
do
you
it
gotta go
and buy
commando.
some on your
Do
lunch
it,
break.
bruv. Do
Can't
it,
ever
bruv.
wear next man's boxes. You crazy?
You just roll up at Primark on your way to work, bro.
Yeah, bro.
bro.
Say to the manager, I take my lunch break at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Why you got something to do? 9 a.m. lunch break. No long things. Are you crazy? You just got here, Matt. Why is it? I need to go buy something.
You
Straight,
should
bro.
understand what I'm talking about right now. I need to go buy something. I'm hanging loose,
Yeah.
big man. Yeah.
Trust me.
Or you just
Manchester
deal with the
Out the
freedom.
cage,
Or
big man. The
you just
snakes
deal
out
with the
the cage.
freedom. Just deal with the freedom until lunchtime, innit? Just that is what it is, bro.
Mad thing, bro. Crazy.
All right. Now we started speaking about Klopp and that. Yesterday we saw something mad. I don't know how thought through this was or not, but I'm gonna break it down for you lot. Imagine I had beef with. I'm gonna use Grizz as an example. Grizz is in the chat, so big up yourself, Grizz. Let's say I had beef with Grizz now, you man, yeah. And I've had beef with Grizz for years. I'm talking about a decade, and then me and you two had a little clash where we weren't too happy with each other, but we weren't putting it out there to the public. And then we all started the stream. And when the credits are finished, I see you lot wearing a t-shirt saying Grizz only. Like, you know me and Grizz were in mad beef for decades. But
I know where you're going with
Grizz
this. I know where you're
only.
going with this.
It'd be mad, innit? Like, I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Raw." Like, I'd be doing the intro, but I'd be looking down the camera lens. Bro, what you two man doing here? That's what we saw yesterday in the picture of Klopp at the under-21s game. He's wearing a New York Yankees hat.
Is that
Guys,
what
so-
happened?
yeah.
if
No,
I
it's
saw
what it is.
JW Henry at a Boston Red Sox game wearing a Man United hat, believe you me, this stream and this channel's getting shut.
Hold
down.
on, is that what Klopp
Right.
did?
Yes.
Klopp was
Hey,
doing that
shots
loads.
fired. Hey, is that what
Yeah,
Klopp? Hey, shots fired. Is that what he did? Hey, Klopp's even fuck FSG. What did I tell you, lot, man? What did I tell you, lot?
Where did I
He's
find the
sick and
picture?
tired of them, man. They're dragging him through the mud, messing up his reputation, always telling him there's no money. He's like, you know what? I'm going to do up roads now. What, mum and dad? You're not giving me no money. No money. I'm going to start selling drugs, Biggie style. Fuck it. I don't care what it is. Hey, big up Klopp, man.
Bro.
Big up Klopp. That's all you need to know, Cal. If he was in bed with them, man, why would he be wearing the New York Yankees hat, bro? That's all I need to know. I told you, lot, man. Klopp's sick of this shit.
My
He's
question
sick
to
of
you
this
is,
shit, bro.
are we grasping at straws here, or is
No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. Cal, that's like having a Puma sponsorship and wearing Adidas. It's not on. You can't do it. It is not allowed. Man's wearing a New York Yankees hat, and Boston Red Sox are their direct rivals. Bro, that's not by accident, man.
Right, so this is what I'm saying. Apparently, Klopp wears New York Yankee hats all the time.
All the
All
time.
right, but he's been,
or
but then he's
how
been sending
recent?
shots for them from the longest
How
time.
recent? How recent is that though?
Because I've never seen him in a New York hat. Man, like,
Klopp looks like he's on job still.
no, but hold on a minute. He's wearing an Adidas jacket as well. He's fully
No.
just.
He's he's actually sponsored by Adidas.
Oh, is he? Oh,
Yeah,
I
he
thought
has his
was
own
sponsored by
sponsorship.
New
No,
Balance.
Klopp.
Because I used to see him wear New Balance all the time.
Mane sponsored by New Balance.
Mane.
No,
Klopp
but
is
Klopp used to
actually
wear New
sponsored.
Balance trainers all the time. I used to see him.
Yes.
in New
No. But he's now actually
He's now
sponsored.
sponsored.
So if you watch
Okay,
carefully,
okay.
he'll wear. I swear, Klopp is the maddest.
Oh,
He'll wear Adidas
Remember,
trainers
in
with a night
2008,
tracksuit.
He had a grey one as well.
When
In 2018, Klopp had a grey one on as well.
was that?
A grey
Was
what?
that before or after Champions League?
I don't know.
No, because it makes a difference.
All I
'Cause
know,
when he saw
His front of hair looks active. He looks like he's on the roadside, bro. He looks
I'm
like
not-
he just shouted Duchesne's name, bro. That's what he looks like.
fam, it looks like he's on a set of EastEnders, bro. I can't even.
Nah,
lie.
he looks like he just shouted Duchesne, bro.
Yeah,
He does. Anyway,
Where's my Lauren? That's what he looks like. He just said.
if you know, if Klopp always wears New York hats, then maybe it's not as big of a deal. But you know what? When I first heard that is definitely shady. That is
Klopp,
100%
my
shady.
Lauren. I just
Nah,
wanna
Klopp
go,
is looking mad.
Where's
That
my
is
Lauren?
definitely shady.
Where's my Lauren? I just want my Lauren. I want to go home.
Like, that
Where's
guy's
my-
the best actor, you know. I swear to God, Curtis.
Duchesne, we got a situation.
I lie. He looks like
my
Bellew.
Lauren? He looks like Bellingham, did you say?
No, Bellew. Tony Bellew.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
He looks a bit like
little,
Bellew,
yeah.
a little bit.
Oh, he said Bellingham.
No, not Bellingham. Where's my Lauren, you know?
Well, he said he looks like Bellingham.
No,
Do you
Bellew.
think we're
Tony
just looking
Bellew.
into it too much? Or do
We
you think
probably-
Klopp's being a bit psychological here?
We probably are looking into it a little bit. However, I'm not also going to put it past Klopp though. So I think we are looking into it a bit much, but because he's won it before, he has. But he didn't look happy. But then again, why would he be smiling? Because his team lost. I don't know, man. There might be a little something in there, a little bit. He is a bit, you know, Klopp can be a bit rogue at times. Don't get twisted. And I feel like if we keep losing, I think we'll see him go fully rogue. Do you remember that time when we had the no centre backs? And I think he had this moment
Yeah,
where he was like,
he broke still.
he just broke. He's like, what did he say? Something like, people keep asking me about centre backs. We don't have the money. Like, he just proper just lost it. He's had enough.
I could laugh now, but at the time I was like, "Rah, my manager's in a
Yeah.
bad way."
Bruv. It's mad still. It's mad. I don't know.
Trying to see if I can see him in any others. I'll have to Google it.
There
later.
is one before. There's a grey one. I think is one before. I think, but I don't know.
All right. Another question.
Mm.
Do you think Jurgen Klopp expected the club to be sold by now?
I'm gonna say I think he thought it would have been further along, and I think that's why he said the comment of the future looks bright. I'm not against spending money. If we need to spend, we'll spend, kind of thing. But he said it a bit differently than what he would normally say. So I'm gonna say yeah, and I'm starting to wonder whether his mood has changed because nothing has changed with the ownership in terms of nothing's been advanced. Do you get what I'm saying? I think he probably maybe was under the impression that something would be further along the line, and it just hasn't happened yet. And that's why he made that comment. Because, bro, you never really hear Klopp talk about money. But I remember when they asked him on the back of like, oh, Liverpool potentially might get sold, or we might get investment into the club. And he was just like, yes, like, I'm happy with what the future's looking like. And he just looked way more positive about something could be cooking. I don't know, bro. I feel like he's been told, yeah, nothing's happening right now, stay put. And he's like, I need to plan. I need to sort out transfers, contracts. And that's the thing. As a manager, bro, if your bosses say to you they don't know what's happening right now, you can't really do anything. You can't really plan. I think that's the most frustrating thing. Since that news is broke, Cal, at the beginning, it was every Tom, Dick, and Harry was going to buy Liverpool. Now it's just like, who's going to buy Liverpool? And I'm not trying to say people aren't talking, but nothing's been put out there, so to speak.
We're not being
Us
sold,
being
bro.
Do you know what I mean? So
I told you, them man
I'm
were
getting
chatting
worried about
shit. Them man were chatting shit. I told you, look, they're not selling, man. It was all a smoke screen, man. That's all these lot do. Bare PR spins, man.
it's going to be investment.
We got to put up with these pussy holes for years, bro. I knew it. I always knew it, man.
So it's going to be investment, isn't it? If that
investment, what does investment do? Redbird put all that money in. What did it do?
Redbird put it into FSG, not Liverpool.
Well, it's always FSG. No matter what investment happens, it's not going to go to us, is it?
So I don't even know.
Let me ask you both a question before we do the super chats and wrap things up. In the summer, we brought in Fabio Carvalho, Calvin Ramsey, and Darwin Nunes. Out of those three players, the only one we've seen get any sort of consistent game time is Darwin Nunes. I think a lot of that is to do with Jota and Diaz's injury. Do you think Klopp does not trust these players? And do you think he's not convinced by the summer signing and summer transfer window? And if so, who is to blame for that?
FSG are to blame. Because
why FSG to blame? Wait. Why FSG to blame?
Because there wasn't funds available for him to be able to get whoever it was that he actually wanted.
We work on a data system. He tried to get Carvalho in January.
No, I'm not saying that he didn't want Carvalho, but we tried to get Tchouaméni. Unfortunately, he picked Real Madrid. And
no, I'm not talking about what didn't happen. I'm talking about what did happen. He bought Carvalho and he bought.
But you said, was he happy with the summer transfer? So I'm saying no. I don't think.
I'm happy with the summer with the transfers he got.
Oh, I think he likes all the players that he got. Yeah, I think he likes the 3 players that he got.
So why are 2 of them not getting any sort of game time?
Because Klopp does this. Fabinho, Robertson. There's been quite a few players
integrated into the squad in October.
No, but he was more of a senior player. But we've seen that there is evidence of players that sometimes it takes a lot longer before they're actually like. Remember they're young. Ramsey's 18 and Carvalho's 19. They're very young players.
Carvalho's played in England,
but he's still 19. He's still young.
So is Elliot.
Yeah, but Elliot wasn't played in his first season. He was loaned out.
Elliot was loaned to Blackburn, came back and was an automatic starter.
No. He only started because we had injuries, bro. Remember, and then he just played.
Bro, the players came back off injury, and Elliot was starting.
No, but that was because he was playing well. He'd earned the right to be playing.
Keita and a couple man got benched for Elliot
because Elliot was playing well before he broke his ankle. He actually was. He was playing really well.
And so why isn't Carvalho getting any sort of game time?
I don't know what's going on with Carvalho, if I'm honest. But I do think he wanted him because you're right. We chased him for 6 months. There's no way we would have chased a player for 6 months if Klopp didn't want him. But I don't know. Maybe he's got hold of him now and he don't feel like he quite fits, or I don't know. I don't know why. Carvalho's actually done more than Elliot statistically this season, which is actually really funny. Like, why is
Curtis Jones getting more game time than Carvalho?
Because Curtis Jones is actually one of Klopp's not favourites, but I think he really does believe.
I think you got it right the first time, Drew.
I think he believes in Curtis Jones. I do. I think he genuinely does believe in Curtis. Yeah.
Who would you play if we needed a goal, or we needed some impetus, or we needed some creativity? Would you go Jones or Carvalho?
It's a tough one because in the last 6 to 8 months, in the last 6 to 8 months, Curtis hasn't really been doing what I believe he's capable of. But ability-wise, I think Jones is a better player.
Bro, since the 2020-21 season, Curtis Jones ain't done a damn thing.
Nothing.
He's maybe had 1 or 2.
No, but he's had a lot of injuries, though, hasn't he?
Yeah,
he hasn't played.
That's true, but even when he has played, he just hasn't.
Games. Brentford away last season and Norwich in the League Cup last season. 2 good games.
Yeah, and with him being a little bit older and more used to the way we play, maybe Klopp's thinking he understands the system more or whatever. I don't know.
Do you know what it is? I think the reason why he's played Jones over Carvalho, Jones, like you said, Jones understands the system a bit better and probably a bit more defensively able. However, if you're just talking about who's been better in the last, say, 6 months or whatever, Carvalho is like, and again, obviously, because I bet it's different because you're comparing Fulham to Liverpool, but even for this to say this season, but Carvalho's had like a match winner. Curtis Jones is still trying to like find his way. Like when I think about it, the amount of opportunities Curtis Jones does get, yeah, and kind of flatters to deceive. Maybe not because of his fault. You have to remember Liverpool are not playing well, so anyone kind of stepping in has really got to like do something to impress us. Maybe a bit unfair on him, but he just hasn't really done anything at all. But in some of our darkest moments, so to speak, Carvalho's like had a match winner and like actually played well in spurts. That's the thing. I think
he's done more than Elliot.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I just think with the Curtis Jones thing, I'm really baffled because Curtis Jones has flattered to deceive.
Do you really think he gets game time though, guys? Jones.
I think
Like,
not.
it's a 5-year contract, bro.
Yeah, like
No, but remember he was only 20 when he signed that contract. Like he's young. Like, but forget about that for a minute.
I just think he's just got more experience than Carvalho. So
how
crazy.
often do we see Jones on the
Jeff,
real?
what did he do to warrant a 5-year contract?
He's a graduate of the academy, I guess.
No, that's not enough, Drift.
No, but sometimes that's all you need.
No, but that shouldn't be under this regime. Serious question. In the last calendar year, who's played better, him or Ox?
Ox.
Would we give Ox we wouldn't even give Ox a 2-year contract?
But Ox is 29. It's totally
not the
different.
point. Who's playing better, Drift? That's why you get contracts.
No, it is, bro. It is. Curtis is just turned 21 and Ox is 29, bro. It's a totally different scenario.
But you get contracts based on what you've achieved or what you think you're going to achieve.
Not when you're a graduate, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's because he's an academy graduate.
So
the rules are different from graduates. They are, bro.
Sending the wrong message, then, Drift.
We kind of are because listen, he's the homegrown quota.
Not really, because nobody ever graduates.
Brother, hold on.
Only Trent and Jones have graduated. Really? Like, no one graduated.
John, it's about Curtis Jones. Klopp treats him. All right, let me say this then. Klopp treats him like how Pep used to treat Foden when he was trying to break through. Like, try and give him as much opportunities as he can if he's available, if he's fit. Even if other players... and it's like...
Sorry, Kelleher.
With Foden, it made sense.
I forgot about Kelleher. Yeah.
Like, you could see straight away. Hence why they didn't send him out alone. Curtis Jones, I've always said, like, there's just a little something about him, but he's always going to be, for me anyway, just for Liverpool, as things stand right now, that nearly man of like, I don't know, he could have nearly done something. Curtis Jones on the ball, what's he going to do? He holds onto the ball a bit long. He could have done that. I don't know, he kind of...
How much money does he earn? I don't know what his
know, bro. And then to get a new deal...
Does anyone know what it is? Because you got to remember as well, when you're young, you got market value. You've got remember, if he's under 23, Cal, if I'm not mistaken, that means he doesn't have to be registered.
No, under 21, he has to be registered.
Does he have to be registered? Oh, but that'll only be now, I guess. Previously, he didn't have to be registered. So if they're thinking about getting maybe 15 mil for him when they sell him on or whatever, it could just be to protect his value. I genuinely think it's because he's a graduate of the academy and it doesn't happen very often. As you said, we've got Kelleher, we've got Trent, and we've got Jones. In the last
decade, I be honest?
They're the only 3 players who've graduated.
Do you know what his saving grace was?
Why did we loan him? If this is the owners and not Klopp saying they want to protect his value, why didn't we loan him out?
I think we will in the summer. I think next year Curtis will be on loan somewhere. I genuinely do.
I don't think he will. And do you know what it is? In my opinion, this is the bit where I think we as fans get frustrated with the club's decision making as well as Jurgen Klopp's. You see the summer or the year when we had all the injuries in the defense and Curtis Jones as his breakout season. He had a good breakout season. Like he was productive for Liverpool in terms of what he could offer at the time. Excuse me. And it's like since that season, it's like he's got money in the bank and it's just stayed there, bro. Like that money in the bank has just stayed there. Because I kind of have to agree, Cal, bro. When you deep it,
sorry, this is a perfect comment. Nico didn't get a new contract.
But Nico obviously was being replaced by Ramsey. I think if Ramsey wasn't on the menu, then maybe Nico would have got a new contract.
But
Like he clearly, and you know what? It's the Scouse thing. Sorry to cut you, Matt. I genuinely believe that we underestimate that as non-Scouse. If there's any Scousers in the chat, then obviously chime in if you think I'm right or wrong. I believe there is a lot of pressure on any manager who manages any club, whether it be Barcelona with a Basque player, whether it be Liverpool with a Scouser, whether it be Manchester United with a Manc. I don't know. I don't care who it is. I think there is added pressure on any manager who's a manager of a club. Is there someone coming through that is from that area, from that city, that you're the manager of that club, that you need to do everything you can to help that guy to be part of the squad, because it's what the foundation of the squad of the team is. Liverpool wants Scousers in the team.
Or is it that
Liverpool wants Scousers in the team?
Or is it just
like they just do? I think we underestimate that, Cal. I genuinely think we underestimate from the outside.
I don't think we
look at what Rashford was doing for 18 months. It was terrible.
Yeah,
but because he's a Manc, they were always going to stick by him. If you had the form he had, but you were someone else, they probably would have shot at him.
You know why they stuck by him, Jiff? Because before he fell off a cliff, he was showing signs of being a world-class player. Curtis Jones has never showed signs of being a world-class player.
Well, that obviously isn't the same case. You're right. Jones has never been on Rashford's level.
Never.
He was still a homegrown player, and I think we do forget about the pressure that you have to.
No.
As a manager, I think you're under pressure to bring through guys who are from that area, that city, of the club.
Jeff, you may be right, but then that's the wrong message to send out as well, though, because you also got to look at it and go, okay, he's Scouse, and also we want Scouse representation, but want it to be for the right reasons, not just because you're Scouse. Even the Scousers would say, and correct me if I'm wrong, Scousers, you lot would say, you want a Scouser to be there on merit, not just to be there because he's Scouse. Trent is there because of merit. He's Scouse, but he's there because of merit, because he's that good. I think the difference is that it's not like Jones is terrible. He's not terrible. He's not a bad player. But what it is that when you look at Liverpool Football Club and you think about the players that should be playing for Liverpool and what they can offer, if things were supposed to be how they were, and that's us having a better midfield, better players, Jones wouldn't have been as highlighted as much, so to speak. It would just be that, he's there, innit? He's just there. He kind of just, but we don't really play him. We see him every now and again. But because things aren't how they should be and we're struggling, we're looking at every single person and what they can offer. And if we're being, and we have to be honest, if we're being critical of every single player, not just midfielders, every single player, Curtis Jones, as things stand, is not good enough to actually play for Liverpool. I'll be honest. As things currently stand, because if we're gonna sit here and say we need to get top 4, and we need to rely on everyone that's here right now, and let's say Curtis Jones was able to stay fit. I'll give you an example. Let's say Jiffy stay fit for the rest of the season. He ain't doing nothing. Like, he'll have the good game where you go, Curtis Jones look good, but he's not really gonna have impact. And that's what we
bothered, Matt. If we had 3 midfielders that were brilliant to replace Milner, Naby,
I hear what you're saying.
We wouldn't care.
But my whole point was he stays fit and he's playing. Like, Curtis Jones is here right now, and so you know what I'm saying. It's one of them things, Jeff. If things were how they're supposed to, like I said, I don't think we'll be being as annoyed as we are. But this is real life, real situation. Liverpool Football Club is going through a bad time. We're looking at everybody that can contribute. And if we're being honest, he's one of the ones we look at and go, he got a new deal. And we're this bad. What? Shouldn't we have assessed that later on down the line? That's what
I need to know how much money. But all I'm saying, no, you're right, man. I'm not even saying you're wrong. You're not wrong at all. But if I said swap Naby with Camavinga, if I said swap Ox with Bellingham, and I said swap Milner with, I don't know, name me another bad boy, any of you lot, Tchouaméni. And our midfield right now was Tchouaméni, Bellingham, and Camavinga, and Jones got a new deal. Nobody would care. We're only annoyed because we're looking at the state of our team. But if we take away the other issues, Jones getting a new deal is not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all.
I just said that, but the only problem is, though, Drift, the only problem, and this is the killer, we can only talk about what's happening like right now. That's the problem, like the reality. Because remember, I agree with you. I said exactly what you just said. If things were different and we were supposed to be how we were supposed to be, then cool. Curtis Jones getting a new deal, whatever, cool. We only see him every now and again. We'll just give him all the time in the world and see what happens. But as things stand right now, we need to count on every soldier. And the problem is that when you look at him and Klopp keeps playing him, is just to say, oh, when players are fit, I'm going to pick Curtis Jones. Like, bro, I don't know. I just find it a bit wild when there's other players that aren't even necessarily leaps and bounds ahead of him, but are maybe having a better season. Like Carvalho, like, bro, why aren't you playing Carvalho? I don't understand. At one point, Carvalho had a little bit of confidence, didn't play well, had the weirdest game against Man City, scored a goal, but obviously got found it hard from a physicality point of view. I don't know, it's just weird. I don't know. I feel like Liverpool jumped the gun too early. Should have waited a bit for Curtis Jones to see what happens with him. Don't just give him the new deal straight away.
Guys. And this is what I'm saying. This is why we got to think. I just wanted to know, Wagwan. Guys, Curtis Jones's new deal is only worth 780 grand a year.
Drift, it's nothing to do with the money, bro.
No, bro, he's on 30 grand a week.
Drift,
That is why it was a minor to give him a new deal, guys.
No, it's not a minor.
Pocket change.
But it's
It's nothing to do with the money. I've never once mentioned the money, bro.
I know, but did I?
It's the message. It's no, Drift,
It's
hear me
the
out.
quality.
No, the message is FSG when a guy who's good enough to be in the squad, who's cheap to keep in the squad, guys.
FSG, bro.
Because these are the reasons why we have these issues, because we have owners like this. They will look at this situation and go, so Curtis Jones is only earning 700 grand a year, but he's a good enough player to be in the squad. Why would we get rid of him and bring in a player who's going to want double, triple that amount? No, keep Curtis Jones around. Because, bro, when I see something like that, Jones is earning 30 grand a week. That is peanuts in this current market. That is why he's around, because the club want a player who's good enough to play, who's cheap to have around. So how can you not see that? No, come on, guys. Can you not see that? He's cheap to keep around, but he's good enough to play.
So Klopp had nothing to do with him getting a new contract.
I'm not saying Klopp didn't have anything to do with it, but this is a perfect example of having owners who don't invest. Because when you look at the scenario, to replace Jones would have cost what? 70 grand a week, 80 grand a week, 90 grand a week, whoever the player is you're bringing in. The owners will look at it, go, he's Scouse, he's homegrown, he's a graduate, and he's only on 700 grand a year. 700 grand a year, you lot.
It's not about money, though.
So you think the owners went to Klopp and said, no, we need to tie Curtis Jones down for another 5 years. You think FSG went to Klopp and said that?
They'll go to Klopp and say, do you know what? It makes sense financially, squad-wise. Do you like him? Klopp's going to go, yeah, I do like him. He is a good player.
That's
boom.
bad.
This is what we're doing.
But if that's the case, that is the... I'm going to be honest, yeah? Remember what you just said there.
It's as obvious as day, guys.
No. But you're making...
He doesn't give a monkeys about Curtis Jones, bro. Probably doesn't even know who he is.
He don't even care about his own Red Sox, bro.
I'm not saying him himself as a thing, but I'm talking about our umbrella. Because when I say FSG, I'm not even just pointing a finger at Jay Henry. I'm talking about the whole ownership and the umbrella and the structure with which we operate in. Curtis Jones is the perfect type of player they want. Cheap, good enough to play. He's not amazing, but he's good enough to play. Makes up the numbers. He's homegrown and he's a graduate. He is a goose egg in the Liverpool. Like, can you not see it, honestly?
Is that why we kept Milner as well then, in terms of like, because he's English and
we only kept Milner because he took a pay reduction and went back down to 70 grand a week, bro. But Henderson's younger. If Milner was at Milner's age, if he still wanted 140, they wouldn't have given him a contract. I'm telling you, they only gave him that contract because he took a pay reduction.
You know, Henderson's one of the highest earners in. You know,
Henderson's 32 years old and he's captain. It's not the same thing.
4 years.
Milner is 36, 37.
4 years, bro.
4 years.
But he's captain. It's not the same. Come on, guys. It's not the same.
No. What we're saying is...
If you're saying it's the owners doing this, but the owners wouldn't have given Hendo a 200 grand contract.
No, it's our structure, bro. It's our structure, which is enforced by the owners. It's our structure. And the owners are the ones who have the structure in place.
So they broke the structure for Henderson then?
Not really, because he's on 190 grand a week. They didn't break our pay structure, did it?
But he's in 200k for 4 years at the age of 32. Did he sign a contract?
He didn't break the wage structure, Cal. He's still within what we consider our wage structure.
Was getting before Drift for longer.
Look, all the stuff he does on and off the pitch is very valuable to the club. He's the captain.
But it's valuable or not, FSG didn't care about that stuff. They didn't want to give him a contract.
Look, I'm telling you now, Curtis Jones is kept around because he's cheap to keep around. and he's a scouser. I'm telling you now, after seeing how much money he's getting, he was kept because he's cheap to keep around.
No, but Jeff, let me ask you a question just quickly. Yeah, I know what you're saying about money and affordability in terms of what the club can and can't do. However, don't you still feel like it's a bad message, bro? Listen, I'm not gonna.
Of course, it's a bad
add
message.
to what we talk about offline in terms of some things we think about the club, because some of it is mad, yeah. But we want to be winning things, yeah. And all I'm saying is in black and white, like, do you not think though, Liverpool made a mistake of giving Curtis Jones a contract when they maybe should have reevaluated it a little bit down the line?
No.
Because he's been injured prone for like 2 years, ain't really done nothing. And we've just kept him around because he's homegrown and because he's affordable. Is that the right message to send, though, bro? On a serious note, in your opinion,
it's not the right message to send. But
FSG
have never sent the right.
So it's the wrong message to do. It's the wrong thing to do, right? It's the
no,
wrong
it's
thing
not
to
the
do.
wrong thing. It's the wrong message, but it wasn't the wrong thing to do because I don't believe that Curtis Jones being in our squad is a bad thing. We've got 25 players in our squad. Curtis Jones is not a
remember
bad
I just
player.
said to you. Remember I said to you earlier on about 5 minutes ago. I said if Curtis Jones was fully fit and Klopp kept on playing him, yeah, do you think he would do anything?
I think he would do more than what Elliot is currently doing.
Well, let me ask you this.
Maybe by stretch. It's not really going to do much.
Carvalho's been sitting there fit for the longest time. Curtis Jones wasn't fit. Come back from injury and is now ahead of Carvalho in the pecking order. Does that not scream in favour?
Look, I don't like the way Carvalho is being treated if it's deliberate. I agree with you, lot.
Sorry to cut you drift. One more thing. You're saying FSG saving money for keeping Curtis and all this, and it's part of the structure. We could have sold him and loaned him out in the summer, and that would have saved us even more money.
But could we have, though? Yes,
100%. We had offers.
No, but was he not part of our homegrown quota as well? When we were going through the homegrown quota, was he?
No, you just said he's under 21. He doesn't need to be registered.
No, but we did register him, though, because we wanted to make him one of the 8.
We still had enough.
Would we, though?
Kelleher, Nat, Gomez, Trent, Hendo, Milner, Carvalho, Elliot. That's 8.
No, but Elliot and Carvalho don't get registered, remember?
Ox.
I still think he was kept as one of the registered players, though, because Elliot and Carvalho were under 21 and they don't have to be
Curtis,
registered.
but he was still registered. You could have just registered one of the others instead. We had enough.
Maybe. I actually think he would do better in the squad than Elliot would if he was fully fit and playing weekly. But
maybe you might be right. You might be right. But my whole thing is that I just feel like we jumped the gun with Curtis Jones, and I think we should have waited, bro. Because do you know what it is? It's like I hear what you're saying about like affordability and what we kind of can't do because of our ownership. But my worry is that I don't know, man. We're acting like Liverpool couldn't have found another player. Do you know what I'm saying? Like for that saying, I'm not trying to say it would have been easy. I'm not saying that, but we might have been able to find. Because I'll give an example. You see, Caicedo. I think he's on like some mad minimal wage at Brighton. I'm not trying to say he can find another Caicedo, but I'm just saying you can't not say, we had to keep him because finances. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if you can go and find
a Caicedo, but he comes Liverpool though, bro.
No, I know, but one thing I don't want us to do is
his wages will be like well over 100 grand a week.
I hear that, but one thing I'm worried about as a fan base, I don't want us to kind of just look for players and just be comfortable with them. I think we're too comfortable with players like Jones in the team. Personally,
if we pay 60 mil for Caicedo, he's coming on 100 grand a week, Carl. He's not.
No, he's not 100 grand a week. No, he's. I bet he gets less. I'm saying I bet he gets less, like he's going to sign.
Yeah, he ain't getting 100k.
I said it will not get 100 grand a week.
Once you've paid that much for a player, you've already admitted how highly you value that player.
Brother,
so then the wages aren't going to be cheap.
Luis Diaz is on 58.
Yeah, but Luis Diaz wasn't a 60 million pound signing.
Luis Diaz was well known, way more known than Caicedo. Had been doing it for longer.
100%.
Golden Goose. Was it part of a transfer battle?
Yeah, I hear that.
And we're doing it in the Champions League. Caicedo is not getting 100k.
No, not even close.
I reckon he will, but
no, I reckon he'll get about 50, 60, maybe. 50. I reckon so.
I mean, you lot might be right, But that's probably why we don't sign these players then, if this is the type of wage we trap about.
Because then I don't know.
He's going to get this wage wherever he goes, bro.
No. There are teams who are paying way more than that.
Bruv,
you think he'll only be on 50 grand a week at Chelsea?
Yes.
He'll be on way more than that at Chelsea.
Bro.
Nah, he'll be on way more than that at Chelsea.
Bro, he's not, you know.
He'll be on way more
Bruv,
than that.
That new centre back they just signed.
If he is, that's them being stupid then.
That new centre back that they just signed, I swear he signed like a 7-year deal or something, and he's only on like, is it 60,
but he
something
doesn't
like
have the reputation now that Caicedo has.
Bruv, he's an up and coming good centre back for Monaco.
But Caicedo has built a Premier League reputation. That means he's worth 60 million. He won't go Chelsea and be on no 50 grand a week. He'll be on more than that.
I don't even think. When did he sign for Brighton? What, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
He hasn't even played that much football.
But his reputation precedes him. He is a brilliant footballer, and he's done well. He took over from Basuma, and they don't even miss Basuma. That's how well Caicedo.
I hear you, but I could be wrong here. Mikhail could be wrong. I just don't see him getting 100 grand, no, bro. He'll probably get like 70 grand max. Let's say he went Chelsea.
You
70
could be right.
grand.
You could be right. I reckon he'll get 100 grand at Chelsea, though. I do.
If they are, then they're overpaying.
I don't even think they
Chelsea
are.
did madness, though. No,
Chelsea
Chelsea did mad stuff
for a 60 million pound player. It's kind of standard.
No, but Chelsea did mad. Bro, they're signing people to 7-year deals and stuff. They're doing a madness, bro. They're on their own thing.
And remember, it actually works out in their favor. If he signs for 100 grand a week on a 6-year deal, that means 4 years down the line, he could still just be on 100 grand a week and balling out. And like, it's in. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's actually in the club's benefit to put him on a wage
back up to 2 years and be like 100 ain't enough.
Yeah, but if he's still got 4 years left on his contract, then it's still in Chelsea's hands. They've got the power. Remember,
and then he'll just say, "I want to leave." But players have the power now. Let's be real.
He might, but they've still got the 4 years, and then they'll demand 120 mil for him. And you know what I mean? That merry-go-round that we always see will happen. But we'll see, innit?
Things remain to be seen. See how these supers. AM says apparently Felix took back a gal that cheated on him 3 times. He definitely ain't Liverpool material. I gotta get into that. Each to their own, innit?
I heard that as well, you know, still.
Sim Squad, baby.
Jamrock says, what news opinion piece broke today, Matt?
All of it.
All of it.
When me and Kyle was talking about this, I was just had to say, what's the point, bro? And Kyle was like, it's true.
Did y'all Felix really do that?
I have no idea.
Allegedly. That's what I'm saying.
Very wild. It's very wild.
Allegedly.
I just have to shake my head. That's Arsenal behavior all day long.
Allegedly, innit?
It used to be Arsenal behavior. We can't even gun Arsenal anymore, Drift. We actually can't.
Yeah, they're having a Leicester season. They've got to do it for a lot longer before I get off of their case, bro.
Hypnotized, bro.
Honesty says, big up the man, then big up yourself, Honesty.
Big up, man.
H says, playing with our midfield is like trying to shoot pool with a row.
Bro.
Honesty says, maybe Jude looking at our midfield and thinks, I fancy my chances in this Liverpool squad. I can get in this midfield with Thiago and Fabinho. Oh, he definitely starts, but he may look at it also and go, what happens if I get there and Fabinho and Thiago decline? Everything's going to be on me to sort it out.
Someone just said it was with Felix's teammate as well. That's Pete.
This is not Atletico. This must be when he was at Benfica, surely.
Wow.
No? Right, that's mad still, bro. That is mad.
Each to their own, innit?
Yeah, trust me. Jamrock says Ugar as number 6, Jude and Kone can be had for 200 mil. Yeah, Jamrock, my question to you is, do you see Liverpool spending 200 mil, bro? Mr. Dare I say it, Drift says, I said this the other day. Kone to Newcastle, Jude to Real Madrid, Caicedo to Chelsea, Nunez to, I'm guessing that's Bayern Munich, and Rice to Manchester United. Jeez, where does that leave us? Liam says, what's with these Qatar links? So apparently PSG's owners are looking for a partial investment into a Premier League team. They've met with Tottenham. Apparently we're next to meet with them. I'll be honest, I can't see it happening. Monkey King says the Jude talk is damage control with Pede. Yeah, I hear ya.
We're not getting Jude, by the way. I know you guys are talking
No,
about
we're
Jude.
not getting
no,
him.
no,
No, that's why we started looking
We're
at
not getting
some
that.
alternatives, bro. We ain't getting them, bro.
Honesty says, question, name 2 players you've wanted at Liverpool, like his was David Villa, Marco Reus.
Oh, what, back in the day, like?
Yeah. Mine's easy. Dani Alves and David Villa.
Yeah, no, David Villa and David Silva.
Yeah, that's my 2.
Because when Benitez said he can get them for, I think it was
24?
24 mil. But remember, 24 was seen as 56 back then. So it's a big thing for us.
Or throw Samal in there.
Do you know, I just realized, guys, we've been conditioned. Do you know, I just remembered.
Yes,
and I could
yes, we have, Matt.
No, but do you know, I just remembered. You know when Dani Alves was up for sale at Sevilla? Do you know, I think we bid 8 million and 4 million add-ons.
Yeah.
No, we bid
laughed.
8 mil for 8 mil for Dani Alves.
They laughed at us.
And 4 million add-ons, fam.
At the time, he wasn't like the superstar he went on to become, but it was
he
still
a
being
G
cheap.
drift. He was a G.
No, he was, but he was an undercover G. He was an
No, but you know
undercover
what it is?
G.
It don't matter what owner. I don't know what it is, but why can't we just get the owner that just says, how much does he cost?
We're cursed.
It costs 20 mil. 20 mil. Why? I just don't understand.
Exactly, bro.
Griff, do you remember when we thought we was going to get Saman Sabrosa? Remember? I think I called you.
Yes.
What happened, bruv?
They weren't. Benfica started to riot, and there was nothing we could do about it, bro.
That wasn't even the Americans. That was under Rick Parry and them, man.
Yeah, Rick Parry, the late great David Moores.
Do you remember all the fraffing about for Konoplyanka?
Oh, remember Ian Air flew to Ukraine. Sat down.
Couldn't even get Konoplyanka done. Do you remember that time when we sold Robbie Keane to buy Arshavin and then let Arshavin go to Arsenal because he upped his wage demands at the last minute? So we said, no, we're not paying that. But we'd already sold Robbie Keane, you know. We'd already let Robbie Keane go.
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm being honest, there's 2 things that that really annoys me about Benitez.
We don't won the league that year with
Xabi Alonso and Robbie Keane. He fell out of Robbie Keane, even though I never admit it. And Xabi Alonso, I will never forgive Benitez for that.
Madness.
When I say for that incident, not him, but that. I'd say Gareth Barry. Anyway,
well, Andrew says if Ox and Keita stay no midfielders this window, watch. We weren't going to probably get any.
We're not signing anyone now, anyway.
Dean says, good evening, guys. I'm not 100% happy that we don't even look busy this window. No urgency or even strong rumours yet. This is on Klopp, in my opinion. I agree. Honestly says the Matheus Nunes deal smells like the Mascherano deal.
It does. I think it does.
The only difference is Mascherano can help us in February. Nunes can't.
Oh, when he says the Mascherano deal, you mean when he went West Ham and then we got him from West Ham?
It was basically already lined up by the agent.
But remember when I told you, lot in the summer, his agent admitted he brought him to Wolves to put him in a Premier League shop window to prove he was good enough to get him a move to a bigger club. Remember I said that?
You did. Yeah, I remember you said that, yeah.
He also offered him to Liverpool, and Liverpool said no.
Yeah, but we needed the concrete proof he could play in the Premier League before we shelled out the money.
No, I'm not gonna lie. If that's but that's still
Bellingham's not concrete proof he can play in the Prem.
Yeah, but Bellingham is like the bum ting, innit? Nunez ain't a bum ting.
Caicedo in the summer wasn't proven.
But that's why we didn't go for him.
So why didn't we go for a proven Premier League player then?
No, I think the Nunez thing is a standalone scenario, bro. I'm not saying every single time we do things we're doing it that way, but I think that's the way we've done it on this one.
You're a bad baby dad, bro. That's what we are. Mr. Darcy Drift says, if 8 out of 15 re-sign, what are you doing? Will you ever be Klopp out? So if Naby and Ox 8 and 15. What if they re-sign Drift? Who is that, the owners or Klopp?
We'll talk if it happens, innit?
So basically, it's Klopp. You just don't
No.
Hey, just stroking the head to his lap.
We'll talk when it happens.
There's no way the owners are looking at Ox and Naby and going, Jurgen.
Cal, would you be Jurgen Klopp
hide
out
him
if he
down.
did that?
Depends
Would
how
you
it depends how much it costs and what the budget is, Cal.
Would you be Klopp
Depends
out
on how
if he
much
did
it
that,
costs
Cal?
and what the budget is.
If he re-signs Ox and Naby, would I be Klopp out? Yeah.
So hold on, let me just ask you a little question, and there's no right answer to this.
Still, you could have just.
There's no right answer to this question, guys. You lot look at the way he's ostracized Naby to a degree. All the fallouts that they've been rumored to have and all the things that have gone on. You look at the way he ostracized Ox last season when he used them in January, and then as soon as the man come back from AFCON and we signed Diaz, Ox never touched pitch one more time, throwing strops. Looked like he was out.
I think it was March or April the last time he was played.
No, bro, it was the beginning of February, bro. He didn't play the League Cup final in February, bro, and then he never played another game for the rest of the season, Cal. Bro, trust me, Ox never played from the beginning of February, bro. I remember because Ox is my guy. I like Ox.
Drift, he played in the FA Cup and got subbed off, and then remember said, I ain't played in weeks.
All right, he played one time then from February. One time, bro. Anyway, so you look at that whole scenario there of how Klopp has treated those two players. And yeah, you can make up whatever. But you're going to look at that behavior and then tell me it's him saying, keep these players. I think they're good enough. I want to re-sign them. Like, you got to read between the lines, guys. If those two stay, that ain't Klopp. I'm telling you, look now, if those two stay at Liverpool beyond this season, it is not Klopp. I think his behavior has proven he's done with them two. He is done. He's been done with them two for a while, you lot. Nah, Naby would have started in the Champions League if he cared. He's been done with them two for a while, you lot.
Unless you want to leave, you're not being sold.
His last game for Liverpool was the 20th of March.
He's been done with them two for a while,
bro. Unless you want to leave, no. If they sign, that's Klopp. That's not FSG, you know. That's Klopp, you know, bro.
Ox was playing friendlies in the summer until he got injured as well. Why did he make him play friendlies then?
Because he's not a bastard. Like, he's not just gonna just leave man in the cold so much that he's forgotten about. But I think he's clearly shown when it comes to dependency, who he trusts, when it's time to thingy, he don't really rate them two no more.
All right, then, Jeff. Name me a player Klopp sold without them wanting to leave.
No, but guys, their contract's running out, so he doesn't need to sell them. They just go off into the night.
Drift, name me a player.
Yeah, they just ride off into the sunset, bro. He doesn't have to. Their contract's up.
No, John, it is though, bro. What it is, in my opinion, I hate to say this, but Klopp, okay, from evidence, it just looks like when he says things like, oh, if a player wants to leave, then obviously we have to make changes. But, bro, I'm going to be honest. I can't remember the last time Klopp just said, I've had enough of this guy, bro. I've had enough. Other than back in the day when he was ruthless, Sacco and them man there. When he was I've had enough of this guy, you know. Get him out of it, bro. Dejan Lovren wanted to leave the year before. He begged him to stay, and he stayed. Reportedly, I say reportedly, Mane wanted to leave the year before. He stayed. Emre Can, why was he sold? Or he left? He wanted to leave and try and better elsewhere, innit? Genie Wijnaldum. I mean,
Genie didn't want to go, so
exactly. This is the point, Drift. When was the last time Jurgen Klopp sold a player who didn't actively say, "I want to leave Liverpool"?
Yeah.
No, but their contracts are up, guys. So this scenario,
he's got a bit of trait in him.
Drift, he doesn't have to sell them. Their contracts are up.
Their contract wasn't up last summer.
And can I be honest?
I'm talking about. We're talking about this summer, right? If they got a new contract.
No, we're talking about last summer.
And one thing I also have to stress as well that
you just asked me if they get new deals.
Yeah, you said he was frozen now. Klopp don't want him here, so why wasn't he sold?
Can I ask you guys both this question?
Cal, he might have been playing him in pre-season to get him sold, and then he got injured.
So why is it Klopp said, I'm not going to sell a man unless someone comes to me and say they want to leave? And we're not selling man unless they come and say they want to leave.
I'm not even saying that isn't he's lying about that or that's wrong. But that also could just be what he's telling man in the press conference because he's sick of being asked the same question. He's always getting asked about transfers.
You may say show it with your actions. He's showing it with his actions as well.
And his actions are Naby and Ox don't get much love. They don't get much love. How much love does he really give those?
Do you want to know something? Naby
Hey,
Keita will leave because he wants to leave. This is just what I'm gonna say. I think Naby Keita is leaving because he wants to leave.
Why
There's
did we
been
offer him a
so
contract extension?
there's been so many reports that have said
So
we
he
want
don't
him
go
to
for
stay.
free, Cal, because he's too big of an asset to leave for free.
Bro,
It's
Naby Keita
ridiculous he's leaving for free.
Bruv, Naby Keita, I said this, I can't before news broke. How many months before? Naby Keita is leaving Liverpool because he wants to leave and he's gonna go on a free. Oxlade-Chamberlain, I'm not even too sure if I'm being honest about him. I think he will leave.
He doesn't
I
want
think
to leave. He's a Liverpool
Yeah,
fan.
yeah, he wants to
doesn't
stay,
want to leave.
but I think he will leave. The thing that I'm a little bit baffled about, if I'm being genuinely honest, this is the one thing that I was thinking about the other day. Jurgen Klopp badly wanted to keep Jordan Henderson, and he kept him because he's the captain and he rates him, and they've gone through so much together, and rightly so. He sees him as his leader. Gini Wijnaldum, Klopp must have thought, you're also a leader in your own way. You're very crucial to what I need to do. You're one of the building blocks that I need is how we was able to win these trophies, yeah? And what's so mad is they couldn't find an agreement, fair enough, but I just find it thingy that Klopp had this much power to get Henderson to sign against the owner's will, so to speak, but couldn't do it for Gini, maybe. And maybe I'm reading too much into it, but there's a part of me that just feels like, bro, like, I don't know whether Gini was asking for the maddest, I don't know, the craziest demands, whatever. But there's a part of me that feels like, did you do enough to keep Gini? Like, did you really? Did you give Henderson that little bit more leeway because he's captain?
Klopp?
I think,
yeah.
I think Genie's on.
I'm just asking the question. I'm asking the question, but I'm not having a go.
bro.
I'm asking the question.
Bro, the reason why I don't believe that at all is because the first interview Klopp did after Gini left, he said, I'm losing a friend, a valuable member of my squad, and I did everything I could to keep him here, but we couldn't come to a thingy. That is him basically saying FSG would not pay Gini the money, and that is why he's leaving. Klopp did not want Gini to go, bro.
All right. So that's
Klopp
for me, that's a big thing for me. Because that should say to me, Klopp should go. When I say Klopp should raise like hell, do Stone Cold every Monday Night Raw, just being a pest to Vince, yeah, that's what Jurgen should have done. Because if that's one of his lieutenants, and your bosses say we're not going to re-sign him, and you know how crucial he is to you, then fam, you got to do something.
Well, I think that's why he got the Henderson. I think that's why Henderson got his contract. I think that's why Salah got his contract. I think that's why all these players who've been renewed got their contracts.
Possibly.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
And you got to remember, because we bought Thiago, Matt, they might have been like, look, you wanted Thiago, it's one or the other. Do you know what I mean? Because remember, we just got Thiago before that. And that was why everybody looked at it like, wow, was Thiago meant to be the replacement
so mad?
for Gini?
Funny say that. Every fan said Thiago's coming in to replace Gini. But Liverpool will brief in the media to say this has no effect on Gini whatsoever. Remember, they made a point, you know.
Yeah, they lied, bro. PR
well, of course they lie, but it's just frustrating that, I don't know, man, like 1 minute, I don't know. You got important players that have left that I think we could have done maybe more to keep them. Maybe I'm not thinking about it clearly, but it's frustrating. And then you've got players, for example, that, like we talked about earlier on before, it goes full circle, that are still here and at a different age and whatever. But it's like, oh, so you're signing them, man, they're younger. All right, cool, but they're not really going to do anything. Then you got a man, I know obviously he's been injured, but he was one of our lieutenants. The whole club's just in a mess when you look at it like that. You signed Curtis Jones to a 5-year deal, but you don't want to give Gini Wijnaldum his money that he deserves. I just find the club just in a bit of a mess. That's just me personally. Club's in a bit of a mess, bro.
Jamrock, we keep giving these opinion pieces too much energy. Yeah, we kind of got to Jamrock. We have to. Dean says, I don't blame FSG when it comes to signings. Now it's on Klopp. I'm convinced Klopp always gets what he wants. Look at the history since he came. Don't agree with that, Dean.
Totally.
Not always. No, he doesn't always get what he wants.
But at the same time, no manager in history always gets what they want.
No, that's true. He has more say, though. I will say that. He has
way more say.
A lot more than people think. He's got a lot of say in transfers, you know.
He's in the most powerful position he's ever been at any club.
Yeah, agreed.
Steven says, big up to the best channel out there. You heard about PSG owner wanting to buy a Premier League club. They can stay away from us, though. I'm defo. They can stay away from us, even though I'm FSG out. Fair play.
Yeah, apparently they're looking at Spurs, isn't it?
They don't seem to run PSG well, do they? I know they've got all the money, but they let people get away with some really stupid things. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Honesty says Klopp is letting his inner German roadman out. Might be. It could just be coincidence. I hope it is, though. Sultan says, big up the man, them Drifty. Welcome back. Hope you're good.
Big up. On that note as well, big up everyone, because obviously I got a lot of people that were like concerned and stuff. And everyone gave me a warm welcome. So big up everyone, man.
Anesthetics by Jasmine says, now you're just now you're just somebody that I used to know. That was my song for Klopp on Saturday.
While I was away, did the Klopp shade increase? Yeah,
bro, the Klopp shade is consistent for me, bro. Anybody can get it, bro.
Did the Klopp shade increase while I was away? Yeah,
no, everybody's
everyone, bro. Anyone can get it.
Yeah, man, everybody.
Shout out to Uncle Rod, says, ain't gonna lie, LFC are in the mud. Bless up, guys. I told you guys, they're not in the mud. They're in the intestine of the horse. And it's being mashed together as we speak. We're just waiting for the horse to push out the poo-poo. Sultan says the Qatari group might buy Spurs. They had a meeting with Levy, and the latest rumors are saying that they're looking for an English club to buy. So,
yeah,
another one to add to the list. Mr. Dowsay Drift says Fabio 565 minutes, Curtis 277 minutes, all competitions this season. Curtis has been injured way more.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's why he hasn't played. If not, Curtis would have been playing
way more.
Well, technically, he has played double the amount of time though, so
he's been available probably 10 times the amount that Jones has been available.
But he still played more though.
Yeah, but you'd expect that.
No, but remember the conversation we were having is why was he picking Curtis over Carvalho? But the numbers are saying that Curtis has still played way less.
Curtis Jones just came back from injury and said to Carvalho,
he's been back a while. Like,
Curtis Jones got injured recently. He got injured recently and then came back again.
No, but I'm talking about before we went to the World Cup when he came back from his first injury. That was a while ago now, though.
Drift. Curtis Jones had the stop-start season. Like every time he's gotten fit though, back on the bench, and before you know, he's getting minutes. And you're sitting there thinking, but he's not.
He knows the system or he's been here longer.
Bruv, Does he know the system more, Drift?
I can't even.
Yeah, Carvalho just got here, man. He definitely knows the system better than Carvalho.
Does he?
Yeah, come on, man. If he doesn't, then that's a problem.
Okay. Jada Activist says Jones is worth 30k a week just to be homegrown. He's not.
He is on 30 grand a week, though.
Yeah, I know, but you can go and get. Do you know how many cheap homegrown players? You can go and get a third choice goalkeeper who's homegrown. You can go and get a fifth choice centre back who's homegrown.
Yeah, but he's not Scouse, is he?
I don't care if he's Scouse or not, bro. I care about the quality of the footballers in the team. What? Because he speaks with a Scouse accent, that means he gets the rite of passage, bro.
No, but the club
value
that. The club value that stuff. They do. And you need to have heritage. If it's part of the heritage, we can't just get rid of the heritage.
So what language does Trent speak? What accent does Trent have?
Yeah, but you want as many as you can have, right?
Bruv, this isn't the flipping nightclubs, bruv. This is a football club.
No, but I'm just saying, like, Liverpool pride themselves on being different from everyone else. We're probably one of the most traditional clubs in the whole world.
We're very different. We are. We're too sentimental, and this is why we're sitting mid-table at the moment, bro.
Yeah, but and it can be a good and it can be a bad thing. Like everyone else is buying new stadiums and all that. We renovated Anfield. We're happy with that, though, right? Because we love Anfield. It's part of our. Like, we just got some brand new stadium. It would feel a bit wild.
Should we have kept Jay Spearing?
Jay Spearing's not a Scouser.
Might as well have been. He was captains of the under-23 and all that.
I know, but he's not actually a Scouser, though. I know he's a graduate of the academy, but he's not an actual Scouser, though. And look, we brought him back. We brought him back. What, you think he came back for any other reason than he's got heritage? Why else did we let him come back and train with us?
Because he's coach.
No, because he's part of the heritage, you man.
William says Hendo is going to be transitioned into the back room. Not for now, he's not. Vince's viewpoint says, evening guys, welcome Drift. Random question. Anything wrong with our under 21s? Why do we only pull from the under 17s? Ben Doak, Morton, Elliott. Are there no quality under 21s that can break through to the first team? A lot of the time it's to do with the scheduling The games are either on the same day or a day in between. Saying that though, Calvin Ramsey wasn't good enough to be on the bench for Liverpool the other day, and he was playing for the under-21s and got sent off, or the under-23s. Morton is from the under-23s. Ben Doak was starting to play under-23s as well. So, and a lot of the under-23s sometimes get loaned out as well. The Fast Tortoise too says changing mentality more important than signings. Both exactly the same. We need signings though. Big up Bayesian Barnes as always. Fellas, big up and happy Monday.
Big up,
so
bro.
Pep changed the keys to the lock, take over all the Klopp's boxes and the bedroom. Took over everything. Kitchen as well, Bayesian Barnes.
Bedroom bully.
Rumours are man's the bedroom bully now.
Shabba ranks.
He makes Klopp use the downstairs toilet as well. Showers in the sink. Honesty says cold or ass. Honesty says off topic. Big Gareth Bell's gave up. Big up Gareth Bell on a great career indeed.
What is Gareth Bell retired or something?
Yeah, he retired today.
From Wales duty. Or was he?
I think he retired from football, bro. Yeah, he retired.
Wow.
Raw.
I think he retired from football, innit?
Raw, that's deep still. Big up Gareth Bell, man.
Listen, he wants to do the golf thing still. Let him live.
And a lot of people are shady to Gareth Bell because of the way the last few
they forget about Gareth still.
Oh, Gareth Bell's one of the best things to come out of the Premier League, and that's a fact.
Remember the goal he scored against us, the bicycle kick against Carriers.
Oh, don't.
Fam,
He's only 33. Mad. It's quite sad to see a 33-year-old retiring. You know.
Yeah, no, of course.
Mr. Sinclair says Klopp out means you speeding Pep in. That simple. Yes, facts. That's scary, man. Honesty says, is Nunez a flop? Scored more than Suarez and Mane in the same amount of games, but his class is a flop. I didn't want to do this, but I'm just going to rip the band-aid.
No, don't. I know you're going to say, I know.
No, I'm going to. No, I'm going to.
We'll do the stats thing.
No, I'm going to. Please, with all due respect to anyone, can we not compare Darwin Nunez to Luis Suarez? Can we just stop that straight away? And can we not compare him to Mane? The team Luis Suarez came into had John Joe Shelby, Charlie Adam and them, man. The team Mane came into had Joe Allen and them, man. Yeah? Darwin Nunez is coming to a better team. He's not
in the mud, though.
Wait, Drift. He's not a flop, but please stop doing this comparison thing because of stats. Because here's something you won't see. How many chances did Suarez and Mane have in comparison? So let me spin it another way. Let's say me, Matt, and Drift all sign for a new club. Let's say I get 9 goals, Drifty gets 8, and Matt gets 7. I'm called a flop, but Matt and Drift are saying, everyone's saying, yeah, they're doing sick. And then you break it down and you go, oh, but Cal's had 100 chances. Drift's only had 15, 16 chances. Matt's had 19 chances. Come on, guys. We can't just look at the top layer and think, oh, that's crazy. Like, the guy's missing chances. He's not a flop, but let's not compare him to Mane. Like, do you know what Mane did to that Liverpool team? He turned us into a team that no one was scared about. To flip sake, we got Liverpool this week. Who's marking Mane? Suarez.
You're right with what you're saying.
Luis Suarez turned Liverpool into a team that them man are a joke. They got Bellamy in them man still. Like, flip.
Charlie Adams caroling them, man.
Luis Suarez is going to be shooting from the halfway line and dubs in 6 man before he scores the goal. Does everyone forget what Suarez did against Manchester United?
But
it was Cal who got the goals, but who got man of the match that day?
The caveat to what you're saying. The caveat to what you're saying. No.
There's no caveat, Drew.
There's no caveat.
No. Here's what the caveat is. The man who's getting 100 chances, I understand he should be doing better with those chances. But the man who's only had like 17 chances or whatever the example he was, I would start asking myself, why has he only had 17 chances?
Because the team's not creating for him.
This team is just as shit in terms of the way we're playing as both of those teams where those other
it ain't. No way, bruv. You think Suarez got 5 big chances a game?
No, but Cal, forget the names and just think about the way we're playing. We now are in the mud. We've all
we are, Jeff, but do you know how many chances?
In the mud.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to.
We are in the mud, man. That's all I'm saying.
We are in the mud,
but we are in the mud right now.
Was Mane and Suarez getting 5 big chances per game?
Look, Nunez. Is
No,
this still the
it's a
case?
simple question.
Is
Were
everyone?
they?
No, they weren't. But
We're the
Nunez
highest
isn't getting
chance creators in the
5
league.
clear chances a game.
We're the
Let's not
highest chance
exaggerate.
creators in the league, Drift. Who
Yeah,
are they
but Salah's
most
only
important
got 2 less misses than Nunez in terms of big
And I'll
chances.
get onto
Why
Salah.
is nobody
I'll talk
shouting
about-
at Salah then?
I've been shouting at Salah, bruv.
I see Salah ghosting through
Oh,
games
what
while
you
I'm
doing,
away.
Salah? The super chat is
Ghosting
doing
through
Salah,
games.
bruv.
And ain't no one there berating
The
Salah.
super chat's got nothing to do with Salah. And Salah can.
Asking about
You know what
Nunez,
Salah
though.
can do?
Salah's another conversation though.
Salah can stand up and say, "Talk to me about my last 5 seasons." What now?
No, that's a fact.
All right.
But what I'm
then.
saying is currently, he's only got 2 less chances,
We under-
Mr. Nunez.
But
So maybe
Nunez
there's
is
just
the
something
gun
wrong
man.
with our whole team.
No,
Maybe there's
no,
just
no.
something
Gun
wrong
man.
with our whole team, you man. This ain't an individual problem right now. Our whole
We're not
team
saying
is
it-
in the mud.
I
We're not
never
saying
said
it's not an
all it was,
individual
all it-
problem.
No, we're not.
I
All
never
we're saying
said it
is,
is.
all we're saying is the question was, like Nunez, isn't it? Like we.
All right, no, let me stop it.
He
Hold
might be
on,
missing
hold
big
on.
have to do this,
chances.
but-
It might be missing big chances, you man. But without Nunez this season, we are fucking shit. You see how we're in the mud right now? You take Nunez out. Oh my God, what would we
Let me ask
like?
you direct then, Drift. Let me ask you direct. Who's had a bigger impact since they've come in their first whatever how many games it's been? Mane, Suarez, or Nunez? In what order?
Mane.
Who's second?
In the first 6 months,
Stop,
Nunez
stop,
and
stop.
Suarez. No. If you're just talking about the first 6 months they've been at the club, when Suarez joined in January to the end of the season, Nunez for me is having more of an impact on our team now.
Suarez
Without
had to
him,
create his
I
own
don't know where.
chances.
Yeah, but we didn't really do much still. Regardless, what did we really do that first
But
half
do you know what
season?
Suarez had to do to
You
get
were
a shot on
playing
goal?
But what
You're
did we
playing a
really
flat
do, though,
4-4-2.
you man?
Nunes is getting a through ball and blazing it white. Unfortunately, by the way.
Look, you
He's
look.
playing a 4-4-2. Andy
What?
Carroll shoot it down in left wing. Henderson was doing that right wing, and Charlie Adam was centre
Look,
midfield with
We're,
Gerrard.
Come on,
we're not talking about any of that. We're talking about in the first 6 months of Suarez being at the club, I think he had less impact than Nunez has had so far. That's my opinion.
Fair enough.
That's my opinion. Mane is clear above all of them. But for me,
Yeah.
I'm looking at this team now, and you lot can think I'm just being a Darwin supporter or whatever. If
Yeah.
you take Nunez out of Liverpool's
Yeah.
team this season, oh my God,
But that's
are
never
we
been the
in
argument.
trouble?
That's not even an
That's
argument.
never
But
been the argument.
can I tell you
Of
this
course
though?
it
Can I
is,
tell you
'cause
this?
that's impact. That's
No,
that
it's
is
not.
literally
No,
impact.
When Suarez
My
was
argument-
lashing
literally
post,
impact.
No,
you.
but
no,
when
it's-
Suarez was
that's
lashing
not the
post
argument.
and hitting
The argument
and
is,
missing the
why is he being
target,
compared
who
to
looked more
Mane and
dangerous?
Suarez? Why is he being compared? I've never once sat here and said
No.
Nunez
I
had a-
don't even think he should be compared. That's right.
That's
I don't think he should
that's
be
the
compared.
super
But that's
chat.
what Carl's
my
saying.
argument.
I know, and the reason why he's saying don't compare them is because I'm also gonna say as well, when Suarez came to Liverpool, and was like kind of like missing chances or whatever, his ability was just there for all to see. It was just like, oh my days, bro. Like, how did Suarez hit the post?
And
Hit the
that's what
post how many
everybody's
times?
problem is.
No. But the difference is though, and we just have to call it a buck. When you first saw them play, you could see what Suarez was about instantly without even scoring.
He's a better
Just-
footballer. Facts.
Just it's not like, they're on a different stratosphere. Like it's not even a
But that
that's
wasn't
what
the
Cal-
question.
Sorry,
Impact
right,
on the squad.
sorry,
But that's what
Sorry,
Cal's trying to say though. Impact.
Sorry,
But you know when you say you look at a player,
Impact and ability aren't the same thing.
that's
bro.
fair. That's fair. But
Right,
Suarez
right,
impacted us more
Anyone
so than
says we're cooking Nunez on here. Not one of us have said he's rubbish.
I'm not cooking Nunes
We
at
are
all. We're just
answering the super
comparing.
chat which says he's had the same. He's had the same or similar impact to Suarez and Mane. I'm not sitting there saying that, bro. Without Alisson Darwin this season, God knows where we would be. I'm
Of
the
course.
first to say that.
We're
But
just
don't
talking
start
about-
comparing him to to Suarez and Mane. It's disingenuous to two of the greatest strikers or attackers we've had at the club. Don't just do it for the sake of it.
For the
We can
stats,
support
you know.
Nunez without comparing him to Torres, without comparing him to Suarez, without comparing him to Mane. Just support him. Stop trying to look for narratives that aren't there. He's
The wickedest
he's
thing-
not
no,
like
but-
them.
What I will say though is honesty ain't saying he thinks Nunez is better than those two. By the way,
No, but
that's
a lot
not
of people
that's
are.
not
That's
what
my
he's
point.
saying,
He
right?
never said that. I know he never said that. He never said
And
that.
No,
Well,
yeah,
the
no.
first-
But in
the
case
first-
people
the
think
first
that
thing
that's
I
what
said-
he
is
never
being
said that. He
said
never said that.
here.
He never said that.
The first thing I said is Nunez hasn't been a flop.
He hasn't been a flop. Nunes hasn't been a flop. He just could be better. He could be a lot better.
don't get it, man. Why can't we just support players without creating narratives? Best LFC 92 says, best case scenario, FSG go. Worst case scenario is the hatred turns into Hicks and Gillette hatred. I don't want to relive that. Yeah.
Why, bro?
I don't think it turns into Hicks and Gillette because we've had Hicks and Gillette.
I'm seeing that.
FSG are a million times better than Hicks and Gillette. There's not even a comparison.
The reason I say that is because have you ever heard the fans say anything or do any protest, barring the ESL? There's never been outcry at the stadium. There's never been. It's a minority of us on Twitter. Let's be real. We think we're the majority that want FSG out. We're not. We're the minority.
No, you're probably right.
We are. It's facts.
But what will happen though, Cal? If Arsenal win the league, if Tottenham get bought, if Man United get bought, Man City keep doing their thing, Newcastle keep doing their thing, Chelsea are now going on our madness, Cal, we're going to get left back behind so badly that it will force the FSG supporters to realise they're not the one. No, it is too late by then. But I think the narrative will build and build and build, bro. And it will get to that point where there's just nothing that can be done about it anymore. Everybody's going to realise FSG aren't good enough.
BC says Darwin, Diaz, Thiago, Fabinho weren't proven in the Prem Drifty. There's still scouting, compiling scats, etc. Just playing devil's advocate. Drift knew what he was doing earlier by making that comment.
Well, about Matheus Nunes.
Yeah, you knew exactly what you were doing.
But it was also based on what his agent said as well. It was actually based on like factual evidence from what his agent said. But yeah.
James says, worried we sign Jude, then sign no one else. We need 3 mids, and if we give Ox and Naby new contracts or raise, that is literally because they are no longer injured. Nothing to do with their performances. Yeah. Sam, not even to dig you out. I fully agree with you, Sam. Most people probably in Dubai do not like FSG. But I'm going to ask you, bro, what effect does that have over here, unfortunately? We are not listened to. We're the minority. People who want FSG out are the minority, bro. Whether we're in this country or abroad, we're the minority. Until it starts happening at the stadium, until it starts happening in protest outside the stadium, they ain't going to care. Until Klopp starts saying certain things, they ain't going to care. They ain't going to care.
When we say FSG out, it sounds maybe more harsher than it is because it's like, like banners and all that. I would probably say if you're just talking about people who say they don't think the owners can take us to the next level. So maybe not as harsh as FSG out, but yeah, I think it's time for new owners. I'll say it's a 50-50 split. FSG out like protesting, you're right. I think there's only maybe 15% maybe or so. But I think if you ask the whole fan base, do you think FSG are good enough to compete with the likes of the Newcastles and the Cities? I would say it's a 50-50 split. That they'll be like, no, I do hope we get new owners because we're going to get left behind. So I'll say it's a 50-50 split on that one.
I don't, Drift. I think we're in a minority. Hence why we've seen such a backlash since we've been doing stuff about FSG.
No, but top Reds are louder than everybody. That's why. They're the loudest, bro. They are. They're backing them until the cows come home. Do you know what I mean?
And they're the majority, Drift.
I don't know, man. I'll say it's 50-50.
Drift, they are literally the majority, bro. Have you ever heard FSG? Is there ever been an FSG chant or a banner at Anfield or anything?
Yeah. When they did the ticket prices, I think people really showed their head. I'm talking about
not when there's not been a massive controversy.
But I think those people still hold that energy.
But they don't show it.
I know, that's the problem. And the top Reds really show it. That's what I'm saying. They're just louder than us, bro. The top Reds are just louder than we are. That's what the problem is. But I do believe it's 50-50 split of people who don't think they're good enough anymore. I do.
I'll be honest. There's no point me doing a vote in the system here as well, guys, because our channel would...
our channel, everybody will be like, get rid of them.
If you're to do a wider poll on Liverpool fans, not just on social media, because again, that's what we're forgetting. It's not just social media. We're the minority. As much as I hate to say it, we are. I wish we were the majority because then it would have been gone. James, I read that one. LFC Network says, big up the panel, the best Liverpool channel on YouTube. Would you guys take Paulinho or Benassa in the summer? Neither for me personally. Both good
I
players.
don't.
But neither for me.
I don't know enough about either. If I'm being honest.
Pauline is the one that destroyed our midfield for Fulham on the first game of the season, and Benassi.
Oh, the Fulham. Yeah. Fulham. Yeah. No, I rate him. Still. I don't know if I'll say he's good enough for Liverpool, but I do rate him. Yeah, I do. And the thing is, Benassi, I recognize the name. I don't know why though.
Yeah, AC Milan. We've been loosely linked with him.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I
Both good
thought
players,
I knew.
I just think we can get.
Yeah. Both good players, but just not quite Liverpool level. Yeah. But I knew Benassi. Yeah.
Steven says also big up Sir Drifty. You brought it home. #FM. You did indeed. Big up Drifty. I'm not saying that through gritted teeth. James says Jack Colbert. Liverpool have open talks with Thuram and Kone. Please, all we do is talk.
The thing is, Kone's another. Thuram is another forward, isn't it? Or is that the brother that plays in midfield?
Yeah, that's the one.
Is that the one who plays in midfield?
It's the brother. Yeah.
I haven't seen much of that one. I only know the one who plays up front. Who does look a busy player and a tidy player, to be honest. The one who plays up front.
Marcus Thuram, I think it is.
Yeah. BC says, smash the like, guys. Our midfield not doing what they're meant to. 1.2k watching, over 400 like. What's a realistic summer for Klopp if no new owners?
Smash that like button, please, people. Big up.
No new owners. 2 players max.
Yeah, I agree. 2 players max.
And one of them won't actually be a first team player.
Kelleher gets sold and we bring through a couple youth, man. We get told Bichetic is the answer to our midfield troubles.
It could possibly be. It's just weird that we have to rely on it.
This one's going to be tasty. Trevor says a peak Robin or Gareth Bale.
Peak Robin all day, every day. Bro gang. But Bale is an absolute legend.
I'm not going to lie.
Peak Bale is unstoppable still.
It might be Bale, you know.
Who's Bale?
It might be Peak Bale.
If you want to say Bale, that's fine.
Robin's a G.
Robin's career was obviously robbed by injury. You probably have to take about 3 or 4 years off Robin's career if you add up all the times he got injured.
Though, from Bale is mad. It's the mad. Do you know what? I'll never forget the Bale moment that stands out for me. It was in the Spanish Cup where he ran off the pitch
and burst his hamstring.
No, bro, he ran off the pitch, and then the Barcelona defender. Bro, it's
the Barcelona defender burst his hamstring trying to keep up, bro.
Burst everything. Everything below the waist was burst.
Not only that, you see Bale's performance at the San Siro versus Inter Milan. I can't lie to you, bro.
He ended Micron, bro.
How can you roast the same player like 3 times and score the same? In fact, he scored a copycat of the same goal twice. He's done the same thing.
Yeah, Julio Cesar standing still, bro.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Bale is just a monster.
Pete Bell was absolutely insane.
But it's gonna sound crazy. I prefer Robin's playing style though. That will always sway me. You see when Robin's when he runs in his cup in hand like that, and he's doing the whole. When Robin's cutting,
do you know the part of Robin?
When he's cutting inside, yeah, it's different.
The part of Robin's career that always goes unremembered is how he held Real Madrid up by himself for 2 seasons. Like a lot of people forget that when he left Chelsea and went Real Madrid were in the mud. They were not a good team, and it was like he literally carried the team for 2 years before he went Bayern Munich. A lot of people forget that part of Robin's career, like, because Real Madrid didn't really achieve anything, but like he was the only shining light during that time.
No, do you know what it is as well? Robin and Ribery, that Batman and Robin combination. They were both. To be fair, I wouldn't even be disingenuous because that combo. I just say Batman and Robin just for the argument's sake, because I don't know who people will say is Batman, because Ribery was an absolute problem himself. But you see the two of them. That for us is when we had peak Mane and peak Salah, you know. You see them days there? Bro, I could cry. I want to go back to them days, bro.
I'm not going to lie to you. I love Robin.
Yeah.
Ribery for me was the better player out of the 2, though.
All right. Do you know one thing I'll say? No, Ribery was more of a chance creator. Robin was more of a goal scorer.
But Ribery used to get goals as
Because
well.
they
Bro.
used to work. No, but not the same as Robin. Robin done more than
No,
quite
probably,
more.
but Ribery used to score mad
Yeah,
goals.
because his dribbling was insane.
No, I'm talking about balls dropping out of the air, bro, and he just whacking it on the volley with his weaker foot.
Ribery was crazy.
Ribery was cold, bro. Ribery should have got Ballon d'Or, bro.
Ribery was cold. Ribery was
And I'll be
cold.
honest, in modern day football, the closest thing, in fact, there's no, hold on. Actually, no, there's a few combinations. Neymar and Messi as another
And
wing
Suarez.
combo.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry,
wing
but that this wing combination. Bale and CR7, Ronaldo, olden days when Benzema's going through the middle, olden days, and then Mane and Salah. Those are and Duff and Robin.
Yeah, Duff.
And remember when Jose entered the Premier League and said, "Do you know about wing wizard time?" Yeah, those are the combos that I think of when I think of.
You know what, Eunice? You gotta throw Sterling and Sane into that as well. You know they were getting numbers. You have to, man.
You know what it is. Do you know what it is?
I can't live in a world where they get to be involved.
I
In
know
the
you
conversation
can't,
with
but
was
those
cut
other
by
players.
airlines, fam. That was cut by airlines. But I get for impactness.
no.
I get you mean. For impact,
Sane was roasted, man.
Bruv, do you know what? I saw a video of Sane.
Yeah,
back
he's a
in the
baller,
day.
but I can't.
They miss Sane. I see the old Sane.
Massively.
So bad. But
Sane's
Sane
a
used
G,
to
man.
rip people to shreds.
Still does.
It's Robin all day though for me, man. That guy, the amount of match
That's a
winning
tough
goals.
one, you know.
Robin's you lot know already. Like Robin's
Yeah.
is probably my second or third favorite player of all time. So I'm always gonna have a bias towards that. Anyway.
I think it's just they're just different. They're just different. One was a technical machine. In fact, no, but Bale was just a monster, and Robin was just a freaking menace.
Remember Robin's goal against Man United.
The volley,
the technical ability.
João Felix has extended his Atletico Madrid contract. The guy just
is that correct though? I thought there was somebody actually trolling.
The guy just likes punishment, bruv. He is what he is.
What?
No. Hold on. I need to
not
check
right.
if this is real.
Are you sure?
I think this is trolling.
The only way he could have signed a new contract is if he's got a release clause in it. A decent release clause. If he ain't got a release clause and he's extended, the guy just likes punishment.
João Felix has extended his.
Is it real? Hold on.
H says big up Darwin, but he can't lace a shot Suarez's jockstrap. I don't like saying that because he's still got a lot to prove in his career, but you can't compare the two right now.
He hasn't.
Not right now. His story hasn't been written yet. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why again, like, man,
I'm
Asian Barnes, Cal. Any news on Kone talks? Yeah, we ain't getting invasion. That's the news, bro. You probably go Newcastle, brother.
Damn, son.
Honesty says, do we need to talk about Salah, who is 2 in the league with Haaland in chance misses, and Salah has been off it since AFCON. P.S. I'm not comparing Suarez to Nunez, but Nunez' agenda is annoying. The Nunez agenda is annoying. Suarez has been getting away with it with the amount of chances he's missing, and Haaland's been doing up a madness.
I think it's very disingenuous to say Salah hasn't been playing well since AFCON, though, bro. I think the first part of the season before we went to the World Cup, I think Salah was playing well.
He was our best player, but I still don't think he was playing well.
Maybe not as well as we know he can, but I still think he was performing well, though.
I think he's been, if we were to give him a rating out of the season so far, it'd probably be a 6 or 6.5.
I'd give him a 7, but fair enough.
Just good, though, Drift.
Last couple games, though, he is definitely ghosted. He's definitely ghosted in the last couple games.
The João Felix thing is apparently true, you know.
BC.
I've seen news saying 4 hours ago saying Chelsea are close to the thingy. So what have you got? Send it to me.
Says
no, he'll probably go on loan, but he'll probably
he's gone on loan, but it goes he's agreed to extend in exchange for being loaned to Chelsea without a purchase option. And the person goes, why? This is from Atletico Universe, but they've got their news from Matti Moretti, who's very clued up in Spanish football. He says, why? To reduce the players' how do you pronounce it? Amortization fee as advanced. This is because they want to reduce the players' amortization fee. They want to extend his contract until 2027. Amortization.
What is an amortization fee?
No idea. I'm
Fam,
guessing-
Jamrock, this is where we need you, bruv.
Yeah.
Jamrock, amortization fee. I need you to kind of make it make
Jamrock
sense,
assemble.
bruv.
Jamrock assemble.
Yeah, Jamrock assemble.
Is
but I
that
know
not a
Jamrock
bad
knows
move
already.
for Chelsea to bring a player in, pay for all that money, knowing you're not getting him no matter what in the
It's kind
summer?
of mad. I don't know
Dude,
what's
why do you keep on thinking Chelsea think like a logical club, bro?
I don't know, bro. Because I'm logical, innit?
If you saw me every day at the same time running into the wall and breaking my nose, and I turn around and said, I hate pain, you know, you'd say, well, Cal, you're not really acting like it right now, are you?
I'll say you're a liar. You like that, whatever that thing is, sadosism or whatever.
Yeah,
that is.
exactly. That's Chelsea, bro. BC, if you're at the best restaurant in the world with the best chef in the world, but there's no service for you, the restaurant is crap as a whole. Same for the team. I'm not saying, guys, I think you guys are completely getting me wrong with this Nunez stuff. I don't think Nunez is a flop, and I know the team ain't doing right by him. My thing is, stop comparing him to what Suarez and Mane were doing in this team. It's not comparable. It's not comparable at all. That's all I've been saying from the beginning. Stop comparing him to them. From the moment he's got here, we are the reason why. We're the fans. Us as fans are the reason why this agenda has started. When he came in, us as a fan base compared him to Haaland and said he'd outscore Haaland. We said he's similar to Torres. We said he's similar to this player, similar to that player. We've done it. Like, guys, man, we are the ones who've created this for Darwin Nunez. You do realize that? No one told us to compare him to Fernando Torres when he signed.
I don't know why I'm laughing. It's like when someone says, it's your own fault, you know. No one told you to go and do that.
No one in our fan base had the right to say he's going to outscore Haaland. Haaland might be better, but he's going to outscore Haaland.
There was only a few people who said that, though.
Drift, go back and look, bro.
I'm not going to lie.
But you know what? Just for the sake of the fact that the brother doesn't really get much love, I'm back now, innit?
One the blood clot see up there, son, another yard there. Am I gun that?
Who was it?
Am I gun that? Am I gun that?
And by the way, I'm not saying this so you can, guys, you can have your opinion and say that you think he's like Torres and all this, but you can't have it both ways. You can't say you think he's going to be like Torres. You can't say he's going to outscore Haaland because he'll play more than Haaland. Haaland will get injured or Haaland won't adapt to the league and then not take the stick when it comes back. Can't do it. You can't have it both ways. But we all laughed at Haaland when he missed in the Community Shield and said, what, Haaland's going to be a flop.
You laughed. I was the only one. I say, yo, I'm not laughing because didn't I say he's gonna be a menace? I said,
come on, guys, man. We have to take responsibility sometimes. We really do. William, the expectation on Suarez in Liverpool is much lower. It was.
Oh, 100%.
Agree with that.
Yeah, 100%. Expectation for Nunez is crazy.
But that was because of us again. SM says
yeah.
Nunez. He gets our full support. Stop comparing him to some of our greats. Let him be his new man. Let him be the new great at Liverpool. Don't compare him to what we had in the past. Jade Activist says, who needs players when we have a new stand, right? Oh, boy.
The main stand is actually kind of nice. I know you're not talking about that stand, but the main stand's actually kind of...
the main stand is beautiful.
Yeah.
Math says the season VVD got injured. The away fans turned on certain players. Sorry, the away fans turned on certain players. Is similar to this season. Crazy, huh? Yeah.
People need to scapegoat people, innit? That's just how it goes.
Sultan says, to be fair, Salah ain't missing open goals. I support Nunez, but some of our fans would put an excuse for every mistake he makes. Is becoming annoying. I second that. Really jars me. Had people telling me he's not scoring goals or missing one-on-ones because he can't speak the language. Dean says we are officially talking Link FC. Yeah, we are.
No, I can't. That was unnecessary, bro.
Bro, I've seen it.
That was unnecessary.
I've seen it. See a man come to me and be like, he's not scoring. Wait till he adapts to the language and all that. Bro, he's a striker. He knows how to score goals. We're just not seeing the best of him this season because of a combination of the team being rubbish and him adapting because he's probably nervous as anything. Because we're putting too much pressure on him.
Language, you know, for the
He
goals.
shouldn't even be playing this amount of games. But that's on the club. Guy's not even been eased in. Jade Activist says, what were your guys' playing style when you played?
Iron Robert, we moved. Don't know about you, man, still.
Oh, Matt said Iron Robert.
You, man, talk your talk.
He's done
you
that
said
before.
Michael Owen in it, Drift, before.
I do.
Old Michael Owen, not new Michael Owen, by the way. Old Michael Owen. no, not Stoke Michael Owen and Man United.
Drift told me one time. Drift said he was Gavin Bonglaw. Still not
No. My playing style was very similar to a Bonglaw. It weren't.
Was it? No, it
was.
You're discrediting yourself, bro. I was joking.
I think a Bonglaw was a better player.
A Bonglaw was moving like he still had the NES pad when the N64 was out. Like he had no analog stick.
If you were scoring goals, weren't you?
Yeah, but so was a Bonglaw. A Bonglaw used to score goals.
Don't let me get a Bonglaw stats out, Drift, please.
Well, you don't think Gabriel Bonglaw was a good footballer?
The man had one season where I think he got double figures, if that, bro.
Oh, fair enough.
He's just a speed merchant.
No, but that's what I was.
Drift, could you change direction?
I'm not even gonna. Yeah, I can change direction.
Could you change direction? Yeah.
Yeah, I could.
Do you have a bit of agility?
You're not giving Bonglaw a bit of a discredit here. He was actually a good footballer. What, you don't think Bonglaw was a good footballer?
2014-15, Bonglaw played 34, got 6 goals, 1 assist. 2015-16, he scored 1 goal, got 2 assists. 16-17, 1 goal, 1 assist. 17-18, 1 goal, 1 assist.
His goal scoring was terrible. But as a player, the way he played, I believe is similar to the way I used to play.
I'm not going to have anyone on this show say we played like a Bonglaw.
But my finishing was way better than that, though. That's terrible.
You weren't like a Bonglaw.
You weren't like a Bonglaw. You could finish a dinner, fam.
No. All right, then maybe I was like a B-Tech Jermaine Defoe then.
That's cool with me, bro.
Maybe that's what I was then. I was a B-Tech Jermaine Defoe with Gabriel Bonglaw pace.
That's fine.
All right, that's what.
What about you, Cal? Who would you say you play that?
I don't know. Probably a B-Tech. Probably a B-Tech Declan.
Okay, no, we can run with that. We can work it out. That's cool.
Probably a B-Tech Declan.
I think you say one of them, man.
You look better when you look better when you run and when you're on the ball. Pause.
I like Declan, innit? So
I like Declan, but he's got no elegance about him, though. He doesn't. Declan does kind of look a bit stiff,
bro. Cal, but I've seen Cal pass the ball. I won't against detail. I've seen Cal pass. He's got tech, bro. What are you talking about?
I've got these. So is Declan Rice, bro.
No, but Drift said it's basically what you're trying to say.
You man acting like I've got more tech than Declan Rice, bro. Declan washes me up.
But you look better on the eye than Declan Rice.
No, but maybe I misheard. No, but maybe I misheard it. Drift said you look better like running with the ball than on the ball.
No, I just think that when Cal plays football, I don't even know what Matt's doing.
That's why I was laughing because I was trying to think, where's Drift?
Because I personally think that as good of a player as Declan is, I think he looks awkward. Like when he's playing, I don't think he looks good, even though he is good.
No, I just disagree. Declan Rice is
I think Declan looks very stiff. He's back straight. He looks very awkward. I don't really like the way Declan looks, even though I think he's a good player. But I think Cal plays football with more swag than that. Like when Cal's got the ball, he looks like a footballer more than I think Declan does.
More than a footballer.
No, I don't know. I just don't really like the way Declan runs. I don't like the way
aesthetically, you look more techie with it, basically.
No. I think he looks a bit better on the ball, like I said. But I'm not saying you are better on the ball, but I think you look better on the ball. Like, you know, like when Cal's passing and when Cal's moving and running, like he looks like a footballer. I don't necessarily think Declan does look like a footballer.
That's disingenuous to say he looks like, but he can play football.
No, because there are people who don't look like they can play football. Like, you know, you get some people and you're like, there's a
get what you
certain
mean.
kind of swag that comes with being a baller, innit?
I know what you mean. Basically, if you kick someone the ball,
I never had that swag, by the way. I'm not being shady here. I never had that swag. I was effective and I got the job done.
No, someone
But
just
if you
called me a
looked at
BTEC
me-
Gervinho. Allow me. Allow me. Don't do that.
Bro,
had-
I've seen some wild stuff. Someone said I play like Millie now. Like,
Hey, do you know what? I would take that as a compliment.
I would.
no, don't.
Right
Milner's
now.
a better footballer than I've ever been. I would take that as a compliment.
Now, Drift Milner can't even compete
Yes.
in 90 minutes, bro.
Cal,
Nah,
is Milner
but
a
he's
better
still-
footballer
but-
than you
but-
now?
Yes, 100%.
Yes, he is. He is.
James
Of course
Milner
he
is a better footballer at
better
36
than
than
you now.
I was. 100%. No,
Now,
my peak years as a footballer, James Milner at 36 is better than I was at my peak. 100%.
This is not me coming across as disrespectful.
100%.
This is not me coming across as disrespectful. I think if I trained for the next 6 months and then had a game against Milner,
he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
He's
I
going
think
to
I'd
do
give-
it, innit?
I
He's
think
going to
I'd give
do
him a
it.
tough game.
Hey, listen, people.
No,
you
but
see
giving him
when
a tough game doesn't mean you're better than him.
No, I know. I'm not better than Milner, but I give him a tough game.
I know
should
what you
be
mean.
giving
Yeah,
any
yeah, yeah,
professional footballer a tough game.
He's
Not
basically
Liverpool.
saying, basically, he's trying to say, let's say there was like a 2-on-2, old school. Remember the Night Cage back in the day? For those that don't know, yeah, Night Cage. Let's say it was Cow and Drift or Cow and me versus James Milner and who's another person in the Liverpool ranks that maybe you think you might have a chance against.
Well, you can put any of them in there and we'll get beat up.
No, I'm gonna be
You could put
strategic.
Curtis Jones and James Milner.
No,
No,
I'm not saying Curtis.
Not
We wouldn't get
Curtis,
the ball
not
of Curtis. We wouldn't
Wouldn't get the
actually
ball of Curtis. Curtis, you would get the ball of
I
Curtis.
thought about Naby Keita and Milner.
No, we ain't getting the ball still.
Ox and Milner.
We ain't getting the ball, fam.
Exactly, but they're dead food Liverpool players and they'll still
No.
dub us.
But
It is
Milner,
what it is, you
no,
man.
but there's a reason.
It is what it is. In fact, let's do it all. Let's put us three in there with Milner, Naby, and Ox. We'll get
All right.
beat up.
This
We'll
is
get
me
beat
being, this is
up,
me
you
being
man.
so real. People can have a go at me all they like here and laugh. If money was on the line and we were given 6 months training, I reckon me and Kyle could give James Milner and Nat Phillips a run for their money in a 2-on-2. A run for their money.
Man said Nat Phillips, you know, a player
Yeah.
that's a defender
No,
with
Nat.
no techers.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna be honest.
tell you something right now. See Nat Phillips, I'm twining that even now. Twining
You
it.
ain't
Don't
finding
care.
that, bro.
Bro,
I'll
I
twine
watch Haaland struggle against him. Are you sure about that,
I'm
man?
twining that, bro.
Yeah,
Different.
Are you sure about that, man?
I'm giving it one
I watch Haaland struggle against him.
Nat's
brother.
giving
You
it
sure
one
about
flip
that?
flap and it's done.
You to the side of the cage.
One
Early,
flip flap and it's done.
bruv. Nat's gonna
That's
barge
it.
you to the side of the fence early,
Bruv,
bruv.
what, man's acting like I ain't got strength. I will move
I'm not saying
what,
you ain't got strength.
in a
You ain't got
shoulder
Nat
barge
strength,
thing.
bruv.
He's
Nat
not. He's
feels
not
different,
ready.
bruv.
He's not
Brother.
ready.
Nat does you bad, bruv. He'll do maybe Ben Davies. I'll take Ben Davies and Milner.
Listen, like I said, yeah. Listen, I said we'd have a chance in a 2-on-2. You know that.
Cometio and Milner, I'm down.
Oh, see, I wasn't even gonna do that.
Cometio and Milner, I would think we win. Nat would eat you alive, man. I'm not even gonna lie. It'd be ugly, bruv.
Now would not. If people, that's what they think in it. That's what they think in it. That's what they think. It's
You
cool.
do up
innit?
a madness to us, bruv.
Nat Felix, if you're watching, you know what time it is.
nah. Nah.
No, I'm just saying.
Do you know? I've just realized what type of player I was. I think I was like a Kevin Phillips. I think
Oh,
that's
that's
kind of
good.
Like Kevin Phillips was disgusting, bro. Are you
Like-
crazy?
like playing like Division 1 Championship level. I would have balled out. Premier
He
League,
got-
I probably wouldn't have looked like I was up to it. But then I go back to the Championship and then I'll look good again. I think that was kind of like my level still.
Actually, do you know? I just want to rejig my thing. I think I
I know
might have
you
a
said
plan.
you said Iron Robin. Yeah. I
No.
know.
I
No,
was
he's
talking about Billy
talking about
Cometio.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Matt. No, but you ain't bullying that. Come on,
No,
bro.
do you know what I will say as well? Before, you know, if they ever gave me the mic before the kick, you know, like the night case thing, I'll say to Cal, we're gonna have fun with this player, bro. Well, Cometio, come on. But again, I have to be training in tip-top shape. Everything,
Yeah, you'd have to
everything
be.
have to be perfect. Injuries, everything.
Yeah, that could be shit. Math says Suarez close control is probably the best from any Liverpool player ever. He sat 2 Man United players down and Count stole his goal, was legendary. His first season, by the way. Thank you.
I don't think he had the best first touch out of any Liverpool player ever, though. I don't agree with that. Robbie Fowler had a better first touch than Suarez.
Ooh, if you're talking first touch, there's a few
I think
players,
Salah's
you know?
first touch is comparable.
No.
Bro, Salah's first touch is immaculate.
You see Suarez, bro.
The ball came over hair drift.
No, but that's skill and touch. That's not just first touch.
Trapped
guys.
on his
Technical
collarbone.
ability.
No, but using your shoulder isn't really a first touch,
have you
guys.
seen-
First touch is
What?
more about using your feet. If someone
No,
says
no,
first
it's
touch,
not,
you're more
no.
talking about your feet, man.
No, drift. I'm talking about chest control, everything, knee, everything.
Yeah, but
bro.
that's more techers. When you're
that's
doing
first
stuff
touch,
like that,
bro.
that's more techers. That's not first
Who's
touch.
more technically gifted, Salah or Suarez?
Not even
Suarez
close.
is more technically gifted, but if we're talking about first touch using their foot, Salah's
Yeah.
comparable to
No,
Have you
Suarez.
not seen what? I'm about to say Messi.
I think you lot are taking for granted how good Salah's first
No,
touch.
you've forgotten. You've
Have you
forgotten
seen when they threw
Suarez.
the
He's
football out
forgotten.
of the plane for Suarez?
He's forgotten that. He don't remember. He don't know
Who
that.
did
He don't-
what?
They threw a football out of an
Out of a
aeroplane
plane.
and Suarez controlled it.
I've never seen that.
All right, when you
Fam,
see that, we won't have this conversation.
He
again.
is an
Okay.
alien.
I've never seen that. I've never with his foot or his chest though. How did
His
he control
foot.
it?
You can't control it with your chest, you'll die. Bro.
I'm just saying Salah's first touch is naughty. I
You
think he's
can't control the football coming out of a plane with your chest, bro. It'll go.
and is
through
that
you.
real? That sounds like a fake Nike advert.
Bro, go
No,
have a look.
Messi done it. Messi done it as well.
And
Fair
Neymar.
Yeah. But Messi's one.
You know what? So actually, do you know what? Troy, thank you. I don't think Suarez has got a better first touch than Thiago.
I do.
Fair enough. I don't.
I think that's comparable. I'm not sure.
Has he got a better first touch than Bobby?
Prime Bobby, I don't know.
Ooh.
Prime Bobby, no.
And this is the reason why I'm saying I don't think Suarez has got the best touch out of any Liverpool player ever. I just disagree with that.
No, I didn't say ever, but I think he's in the conversation.
No, but that's what the super chat said. I disagree with that. He's right
Okay.
up there, but I wouldn't say ever. I don't think he's got the best first touch out of
It's
any.
mad,
Like John
you know.
Barnes. Like we got to think about some of the players who played for Liverpool and
No,
how
of
good
course,
their
of course,
touch
of
was.
course,
Like
of course.
I kind of disagree with that, but he's right up there. Suarez.
Someone
is
said
right
the
up
super chat said close control, not
Did
first
say
touch.
close
Is that
control,
true?
to be fair.
Mm.
there. Oh, I don't think he's got better close control than McManaman. Like there's still players who I think have got better than Suarez. Do you get what I'm saying?
McManaman mad still.
Yeah, Maka was crazy still. Honesty says, if BBD is injury free, say in 5 weeks, will you guys give him extra time?
Coutinho.
Yes, he might be out for the season. Yeah, I'll definitely give Virgil extra time to rest.
I would as well.
If Virgil is out for the rest of the season, then we get lied to way too much of a regular basis.
Someone put, and I kind of agree. Someone put Suarez dribbled like he was drunk. I kind of understand sometimes what
Yeah,
you're drunk.
It was very like on the edge.
It was a bit like
erratic. Yeah.
at times it was, but then there's
I
other
think
times
he
when
knew what he was doing, but it looked like he didn't know what he was doing sometimes.
yeah. Sometimes he's like, I'm gonna nutmeg you, and I don't care how I'm doing it. I'm just doing it. Like he's that kind of brother.
Yeah,
Like,
real quick.
force it through, innit? Man closes his legs and he still forces it through.
BKBB
Pause.
in the comments. Can you please send me a direct quote where Klopp said in a press conference he wants to add extra players while his hands are tied behind his back? Can you send me the exact quote, please?
What's this?
That's all I'm going to ask. Sultan says,
Oh.
don't even compare him to Sturridge, let alone Luis Suarez.
It's starching up.
Don't compare who?
No, Suarez is in. Sorry, Nunez is
I think
impact.
he's talking about Nick. Yes. Sturridge's impact. I forgot.
Oh,
Didn't Sturridge score drift in his first 7-8 games in a row or something like that?
That's not even a conversation we're starting.
It's not. Yeah. It's not. It's not. But yeah, he's on another
but-
planet. Sturridge on another planet.
I don't know about the first 6 months though. Overall, it's not even a conversation. But I'm trying to remember if Sturridge's impact was as big in the first. 6
Drift. I
months.
need you to atone for your sins.
Drift.
6
No,
months.
I'm just trying to remember. His first 6 months. I'm trying to remember what.
Drift, Sturridge scored in his first 7-8 games in a row. Remember when we signed him?
He
Remember when
broke
you
his-
was
yeah, he
gassed
broke
and
his record,
you kept
didn't
on saying, "Oh,
Did
brother, I
he?
told you he would score." Remember, he scored in his debut, if I'm not mistaken, in the cup game.
Yeah.
Then he went, and I think
I,
he's
you
got.
know, I genuinely don't remember. I
Oh,
genuinely
okay,
don't
no,
remember.
I think he's got. Cal, you got a better memory. Was it about 7 games in a row?
Something like that.
He went on a tear.
I think it
I
was,
remember how excited I was that we finally had him, but I
I
don't
remember,
actually
bro. You wouldn't
remember.
stop calling me. I remember one time it was late.
Sturridge
at night,
had
you're
a better first
Bro.
6 month impact than Suarez.
like,
did.
bro, I can't believe we got Sturridge, you know.
Bro, I was over the moon.
Sturridge
when
might
we
have had the
started.
greatest 6-month impact of any player we signed in January.
Why can't I remember
Oh.
how good he was then?
I
Was
don't
it
know.
Virgil signed in January?
Oh,
Yeah, he
fair
was.
enough.
Yeah.
Ah.
It's a different kind of impact.
But it's a different type of,
It's
yeah,
a different kind of
From an
impact.
offensive point of view.
Actually,
Sturridge-
hold on a minute, boys. Hold on a minute. Luis Diaz might have to get involved in that conversation.
Nah, you ain't talking to Sturridge.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. We went from what are we gonna do this season to we can win the quad because we signed Luis Diaz.
just got a point. The only reason I still get to Sturridge is because like we never had a player. Basically, we just didn't have a striker that could do anything.
Let me ask you guys a question. If Pete Sturridge came to Liverpool last
bruv.
January, would you have
Stop
won
it.
the quad?
Yes.
All right, cool, then.
Undoubtedly.
We'll leave it there then, innit? We'll leave it there. BC says that's not about Nunez. I think he will come good, Car. I'm saying some of the service to Salah say Salah isn't what it was. Maybe it's something Klopp sees we don't. Maybe I think Salah's been wasteful this season as well. The problem is that
He's had a bad
Salah
season.
still scored more and assisted more. So Honesty says, I think Nunez is an instinct striker. Look at the goals he scored for us. Mostly great instincts. Plus, he really needs to have more composure. Completely agree with that. His goal at the weekend, pure instinct.
I wish
9
I'd
out of
seen
10
the look
strikers
on,
aren't
actually, I
scoring
need to watch
Facts.
the watch along to see the look on you lot's face when he scored that goal.
9 out of 10 strikers aren't scoring that.
That's what I said. I said
On his
on
weak
the
foot,
watch
by the
along.
way.
On the watch along, I said world class finish.
Oh,
on his weak foot.
Yeah.
First time, I said, do you know how many people, bruv? Do you know how many people
How
scored
about
that
that ball
chance?
from Trent as well? My
Oh,
God.
bruv.
Well, he's
At full
rubbish though
pace.
because Gareth don't play him. Trippier
Trippier's
would do
better.
that. Trippier would do that. So would Walker apparently. Hates Cal plays like Current Mill. You got a cheek, H, bro.
Hey, Current Milner is a baller. He just ain't got stamina anymore.
No,
He's
but
still
they're
a
trying to
good
use.
footballer.
But they're trying to use it as a. They're trying to say like.
That's a derogatory term, bro.
Yeah, they're trying to be shady, but I think, anyway.
H says we'd all move up Flacco the way he's moving. No comment.
I don't even think he's been that bad.
I'm not
after
even
the
saying
World
that.
Cup.
Flacco, I love Flacco, but boy,
I've
You ain't
never
getting no
seen
sleep,
this
man. These are daddy performances. You ain't getting no sleep.
yeah, but
man.
wipe up. Yeah, but before the youth, them
She was
arrived,
pregnant.
kinda-
It's hard to it's hard to get sleep when your wife's pregnant as well.
No, it's not.
I was gonna
Yes, it
say, who you telling? What?
No, it's not.
I slept like a baby. I don't know.
You lot are bad, man.
I slept good.
She's sleeping. I'm sleeping, bro. I'm good, bro.
And
Not
she's
tired
tired
during
all the
pregnancy.
time because she's pregnant.
Oh.
She's tired. She wants to sleep.
But you
most
got to bring her stuff, and
Bro,
you know what I mean.
in the
She's
missus' third
fidgeting.
pregnancy. Bro,
Bro, she
I
was-
got bare sleep, bro.
Bruv, she was blessed. Bruv, same. She was blessed.
Ah, you lot might be lucky then. Still, you
Bruv,
lot
no,
might be lucky.
seriously.
Brother, I ain't had sleep
Blessed.
like it since, bro.
Yeah, facts. I was right, bro. I can't even front, bro.
I ain't had sleep like it, bro.
Bro,
She had a maternity pillow on her side of the bed, bro. Oh, bro, I didn't wake up with no dead arm or nothing. Oh, I slept,
Yeah.
I slept good, bro.
trust me, bro.
I was spread out in the bed, bro. Like I was dancing to soca.
No, I'm trying to make excuses for a minute. Allow it, man. I'm trying to make excuses.
Honesty says, who in the front line would you guys sell if it means we get Musa Diaby? Oof.
I wouldn't
No one.
actually swap any of our players for Musa. I wouldn't.
Who would we
No,
sell?
I'm not gonna say a name. I'll leave it.
No, say it. I know you're thinking of probably.
You don't.
He's a youngster, isn't it?
You bend down.
Not Ben Dog.
Oh.
No.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I think I know who it is. And
He's a
maybe it'll
youngster,
break
Cal.
Cal's
He's a
heart.
youngster.
No,
Would
he's
it
not
break?
young.
Would it break your heart, Cal?
Bobby's not technically in the front line anymore. He's a 10.
No, but if it's not Bobby, then I know who it is. Then, isn't it?
It's
Well,
not
let's
Nunez.
just go through. Let's reel off the names. He wouldn't sell Nunez.
Not a chance that you would sell
He-
Jota. Cal.
He wouldn't sell
Not-
Jota. He wouldn't sell Diaz. He wouldn't sell Salah. Hold on a minute. Who played?
The only
Who
person
plays
it could
backup
possibly
right
be
wing
then is maybe
sometimes?
Diaz, based on the worry of his injury or
Diaz.
Would you
something.
sell Harvey Elliott, Cal?
So you wouldn't sell Salah then?
Would you sell Harvey Elliott?
So
We're running out of names here, Cal.
Huh? What? You saw who?
Gakpo.
Man, just arrived. You're selling it.
Rotted, man. Said the brother
Guys,
ain't even
no.
put his stuff in the drawer yet, you know.
Don't make a big deal out of this, guys.
Matt,
Do
his
that.
stuff is still in the suitcase. He hasn't even put it in the drawer
Don't
yet,
do that.
bro.
Don't do that. I'm not saying I would sell Gakpo. I'm answering the question.
Man's had one game.
All right, wait.
Why you do it, John Crow? I said you left, you're mad.
No, don't try and play that clip, bro.
That wasn't even me, by the way.
No,
That wasn't even me,
Listen,
bro.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. Is Gakpo better than Diaz?
No.
Is he better striker than Nunez or Jota?
No, Drift. Don't even ask Drift. Don't say nothing. Let him sit there and simmer. Don't answer.
I'm answering the super chat.
Drift, don't even answer. I'm your lawyer. Don't say nothing. Let him sit there and realize what he said.
You lot are
You're
saying the exact same thing as me.
No, we're
You
gonna
just
let you
don't say
simmer.
it.
We're gonna let you
You just
simmer
don't
for
say
that. You need to simmer.
I'm saying the exact same as what you
You
guys
will
are
sell
saying.
Gakpo.
I'm just saying it.
Gakpo already. He's just landed.
If you had to sell someone from the front line, who would it be then, Matt?
Bro, do you know what I said? Do you know my first person I want to say to you? I said
I
Harvey Elliott. I remember I said the young
Oh,
guy. I
that's
thought
such
he's
a cop out, bro. Such a cop out.
wow. But I wouldn't sell Gakpo.
Where was the last time Elliott played on the wing?
Literally not too long ago when Klopp plays him on the wing when Salah don't start.
You're a liar. You'd be a fantastic lawyer, bro. I'll give you that. You'd be.
I'm just saying. I'm just
I'm gonna start calling you
surprised.
Soul from now on, bro. Breaking
I'm
Bad.
just surprised. That's all. I'm just surprised.
I'm not gonna lie though, Carl. Gakpo's clothes are still in the suitcase, bro.
Drifty, you selling Diaz or Gakpo?
No, I personally wouldn't actually sell anybody to get DRB. Personally, I wouldn't get rid of any
Fair
of our
enough.
players.
That wasn't a question, though. We got to ask the question. I answered it.
Who in the front line would you sell?
Oh, but I would reluctantly get rid of Bobby because I would still consider him a frontline player. He plays false nine. I would still consider Bobby a frontline player. Personally.
If it's gonna be, you'd have to go with,
And that would just be based on age. Why I would use Bobby.
No, I agree. All jokes aside,
you've got to be like, it makes more sense for it to
but
be.
gradually,
If Bobby was still playing in the front line, I'd have done the same thing. But Bobby's been playing as a 10.
Carl, Bobby's played false nine for us more this season than he did last season.
But Bobby's played not more 9 than 10 this season.
100%.
Jota's been injured. Because Jota's
but he's still
injured.
Yeah, but he's still doing it.
He's still playing it though.
Jota's been injured, guys.
He's
If
actually
Jota
got our
wasn't
best stats.
If
this
Jota wasn't
season, I
injured,
think.
where'd Bobby be playing? It's a 10. He's a
Maybe
10.
No, but he's still
maybe
is playing
rotation.
9,
Jota might play
All
left.
right. Since you guys are trying to do this game,
rotation.
since you guys are trying to do this game, is Carvalho a left winger or a 10?
What? Why are you deflecting?
At Liverpool,
Don't answer the
he's
question.
a left winger, isn't it?
Don't answer the no, Drift. Don't answer.
Matt is really doing up the lawyer thing because you know I've got
He's trying to
checkmate.
deflect. No, it's not checkmate. You're trying to. Why are you deflecting?
It is
other
deflecting.
names?
It is
It's not
deflecting.
deflecting. I just asked you, is Carvalho a left winger or a 10?
But what's Carvalho got to do with you
Because I'm
wanting
trying
to
make my
sell
point. Is he a
Gakpo?
left winger or a 10?
No, but you wanted to sell Gakpo.
Is he a left winger or a 10?
Did you want to sell Gakpo?
Is he a left winger or a 10?
Did you want to sell Gakpo?
So because he's not been playing as a 10, he's a left winger now, is he?
We're not saying that.
So
All
I'll
I'm
sell
saying is,
Carvalho then. I'll
What
sell
it is-
Carvalho then. Because he's a left winger now.
you say I'm a cop out for Elliot, yeah? Okay. Cal just went 2 could play that game.
You know what? He's actually got a point though, Matt, to a
Of course
degree,
I've got a
even though
point.
he's deflecting. Carvalho's a left winger at Liverpool. He actually is. He actually is a left winger at Liverpool.
All right then. Matt knows what he's doing. That's the top
No,
lawyer.
No, but Carl, you're not getting forgiven for letting go of Gakpo before he's
Matt
even
is
taken
Johnny
his clothes
Cochran,
out the
bro.
suitcase.
Man said
Johnny
Gakpo.
Cochran.
Man hasn't. You know what? He's waiting for the mothballs to like. You know the
Matt's-
smell of the
Matt's the same
mothballs
guy
that you
that got
get in the
OJ.
thing.
Matt was
thing.
writing that when Matt got off OJ, the guy was using Matt's notes, bro.
Doesn't change the fact that you say Gakpo. Say it one more time with me. Gakpo.
I said Gakpo, yeah, I did. Because he's
Can't-
not better than the
but
others.
seriously, no. But on a serious note, all jokes aside, would you honestly sell Gakpo for Mr. Diaby? And the reason I'm asking you this, do you
If I
think
was
Mr.
forced to.
Diaby is But it's more all jokes aside. Is Mr. Diaby much better than Gakpo in your opinion? So not doing it just because I think you're choosing it because of he's least favorable because he's made the least impact because he just arrived. So I understand that.
Nothing to do with that. I think we've got adequate cover from the left if everyone's fit.
Yeah.
I don't think we have anyone on the right.
I hear what you're
Diaz can play on the
saying.
left, Jota can play on the left, Nunez can play on the left. Who else can play on the right?
Do you know the only reason why I wouldn't say Gakpo?
Man said
Only
Gakpo
because,
hasn't even had BT coming.
only because I don't know his potential yet, so I wouldn't sell him.
He's called out Sky and asked to have it transferred over, bro. Man ain't even had the line installed yet, bro. And Cal's already telling him, get out. Mad
got 4 players who can play on the left wing.
No, the only reason I say that though, bro, is because we don't even know his
Ain't even
potential.
got
We
his
don't even know
name
how
on the
good he's
parking
gonna be.
spot
We,
yet, you
we
know,
don't
bro.
know anything.
Cal's
yet.
moving.
And you're just
savage.
basically saying, well, I don't really care. I want Mr. Diaby, bro.
Cal's moving. Robbie Savage right now, bro.
I'm just answering the super chat.
The paint hasn't even dried on his
It's cool.
name in the parking.
Matt, I'll ask you this. Matt, I'll
Sorry,
ask you this
Cody.
question
Sorry,
when we come off-
Cody. If you're
off air.
watching, please subscribe, Cody. Don't be fooled. You still love the channel, Cody.
Matt, when we
Don't
come off stream, I'll ask you the same question, Matt, innit?
Okay.
Gangster Gaming says
You're wrong for that still. Oh, no.
Man doing up Klopp in press conferences right now, bro. I see you, Matt, bro.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Gangster Gaming says, same that quaffed and turned Ibra at the San Siro. I told Matt.
Listen, man, I said the cage blood. That was a full-size pitch. It's different. Sam
Max Legend says, my peak was equivalent to Naby when he's injured. No pace or press, just like young Moby, but I was two-footed. That's the only quality I had. I wish I was two-footed, man.
Hey, I wish, bro. My right foot, literally, I just needed to stand up. That's it, bro. I'm left-footed.
Young Moby's passing was different.
With both
young Moby
feet.
was different, full stop.
Yeah. People, he's very underrated in my opinion in the fan base.
Honesty says, do you think Klopp's got PTSD from his Dortmund days? Kept losing his best players. Maybe that's why he's too attached. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think so.
I've said this, and big up to the guy I was talking to about it online.
If that's the case,
I believe it. I believe that.
Lijnders is his therapy.
Maybe he hypnotized him.
Jamrock, Simeone to leave Atletico Madrid at the end of the season. Oh, that's why he got a new That's why he extended his contract.
Okay, he just wants to get out for now.
Yeah, he's just like, well, if he's
Smart,
leaving, cool. That's smart though.
Yeah. So basically, it's like the mum saying, "Look, I know you don't like him. He's a shitty boyfriend. He's a horrible stepdad. Go live with your girl for a little while. I'll get rid of him in the summer."
Sultan says, Arsenal fans saying, who's Gabriel Jesus better than a
I know.
prime
I saw.
Firmino?
I saw a tweet and I was just
a prime who?
Stop. Bobby Firmino, bro.
That's my question, Drift. The prime who?
I know. Look at his face.
I know. Are those the same fans that told us that Firmino not being a great goal scorer was dead food?
Yeah,
is
it was.
Is it those same
But
fans there? Yeah.
Here's the killer though.
More
still
flip-flops
waiting
than a pair of
to see.
Adidas plastic shoes, bro.
I'm still waiting to see Gabriel Jesus have the same season as Firmino, by the way. I'll wait. We can do stats or we can do
I will be honest with you. I can say here right now, I don't believe that Gabriel Jesus is capable of a 27 goal season.
No, he's not.
That's my personal opinion. And I don't even know how many assists Bobby got in that year. I'm guessing his overall goal contribution was probably nearly close to 40 goals that season. If I see Gabriel Jesus have a 40 goal contribution, then I'll stop talking. But I don't think he's capable of that.
I can't see it myself, but if he does, fair play. But I don't see it.
Bobby got 15 and 7 assists in the league that season. In the Champions League,
he was top goal scorer in the
Champions League. He got like 8, bro.
I'm sure he was our top goal scorer.
17-18, he got 11 and 2.
Hold on.
So he has 13 goal contributions in the Champions League. And how many did you say in the Prem?
I swear he got more assists in the Champions League in 17-18. Because I saw a stat today.
No, he's only 2. He's only 2.
Is it?
And then he got 7. He got 22 in the league. So 35 overall in between league and Champions League.
And then did he get
then
any in the League Cup or the FA Cup?
FA Cup, I believe he scored 1 that season against West Brom. We chipped Ben Foster.
So he had 36 goal contributions. Jesus will never have 36 goal contributions, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but what a fucking
Oh,
season.
sorry. Do you know what? I'm not even. I know it was. I think it was more than 2. So I'm looking at. It was about 7 assists. Sorry, my bad.
It wasn't. That's what I was thinking, bruv.
How many, sorry?
You got about
7. I think it was 7 assists in the Champions League.
Oh, so he did break the 40 mark.
Oh, no.
So Bobby.
Yeah, 7 or 8.
Yeah, bro. That's because I saw a tweet today and I liked it. And it's about the Arsenal Firmino. And then someone posted something about Firmino with the stats, and I was like, that's crazy.
Hold on. Someone's saying in the Champions League that year he got 10 goals and 8 assists.
He got 11 in the champs.
You got 11, bro.
So he had 19 goal contributions just in the Champions League alone.
Bruv, he was doing a madness.
Bobby was on absolute smoke that season.
Where is it?
Salah got 60 GA apparently that season.
Rotted.
That last super chat, that was
Yes, sir. Apologies. I didn't.
No,
realize
it's
it
cool. I
was
can
gonna
find it.
disappear.
Sabula says Klopp collects players like real life match attacks. Yeah, at the moment he is. Snake Eye says 18 was not needed. I would have passed him on as a D and splashed on the midfield that can play in all 3 positions, 6, 8, and 10. That was more needed. We needed both, to be fair. We needed Gakpo and a midfielder.
Gakpo's gonna ball out for us, man. Don't worry.
I think he will once he settles.
This when Gakpo goes crazy. Yeah, I knew the narrative would start. I never once said Gakpo ain't the guy who won't do well. I just said if I had to choose between someone going and Diaby coming in, I'd choose Gakpo. I answered the question as the super chat asked. Honesty says, let's say you guys are manager and you can sell, loan, or keep Ben Doak, Gordon, Bichetic, Curtis Jones, and Carvalho. Loan Ben Doak, loan Gordon. I'd keep Bichetic, sell Jones, and loan Carvalho.
I would loan Doak, loan Gordon, keep Bisetic, sell Jones, and keep Carvalho.
I guess he's basing this off Klopp and I'm under FSG.
No,
So
he
that's
just
the
say we're
case.
manager. We just say he's manager.
If that's the case, I'm keeping Ben Doak. I'm selling Gordon. I'm keeping Bisetic. I'm loaning Curtis. And I'm keeping Carvalho. I actually think Ben Doak should start playing.
You think?
There's something about that kid, man. It is a lot of pressure.
I just
but
don't
he
want
looks
to burn
like he's
him
got
out
that-
yet.
He's got that Rooney about him that I think he can handle the pressure.
Ooh, I don't know. It's tough on you. I just don't want to burn him out at such a young age.
No, we're not burning him out, but we're just playing him
Bro,
like
when you play for
at the-
Liverpool, what did Cal say about a year ago? What was it? We burned players. Do you remember when Cal went on that mad?
No, but are we not currently burning out Salah? I would bring on Ben Doak in the 70th minute of every game to have 20 minutes to terrorize whatever player has been playing left back. No, but that's what I would do though. Because if you're used to Salah cutting inside for 7 minutes and then Ben Doak comes on and starts taking you the other way and starts skinning you up, that's what I would do. I think Ben Doak's impact has been brilliant. So
Tell you exactly how we treat players. We light the match and then we just leave it there. That's what we
you know
do.
what? I would go as far as to say, and please, Cal, do not attack me for this, please, because I'm not saying he's as good of a player, but I'm talking about based on the way we have to use our philosophy under FSG. I personally think there's enough promise in Ben Doak to say that I would spend the money somewhere else, and I think he could actually become adequate replacement or backup for Salah. I actually think if Salah and Ben Doak are our 2 right-sided wingers next year, I don't even think I got a problem with that if it means money gets spent somewhere else. Because I think Ben Doak is actually good enough. I genuinely think he's good enough.
With all respect, I completely disagree, Jeff.
So I would rather keep Ben Doak than spend 60 million on Diaby.
And that's why we ain't winning stuff at the moment, bro, because that's how Klopp thinks.
No, it's not. That's what FSG make us do.
No, that's what, bruv. This is what Klopp thinks. He said it in the summer. I'm not going to block the pathway of Jones, Elliott, and Carvalho. And
But let's keep it a buck. It could go completely pear-shaped. It could
I know
go
what you're
wrong.
saying. Just saying,
What
could
has
be like
Ben Doak
he
not
could
done
be a special player
to show that? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he looks right now like he actually has every ingredient. If you just coach him right to be exactly what we need.
God forbid Salah gets a 3-month injury next season. You good with Ben Doak, yeah?
Right now, no. Next season, no. Right now, I actually think Ben Doak should possibly even start over Salah. Salah's kind of stank up the place for the last couple of games. I'm not gonna lie.
No, Doak is not like he's made like.
I'm just saying.
Ben Doak start over Salah.
Too much pressure over.
Next game, freshen things up. Youthful exuberance, takes players on, goes to the byline. Look,
Ben Doak should start over Mohamed Salah right now.
Next game. I never say right now. Don't make it like I'm saying like for the next
game,
for the foreseeable future. But next game, next
you're gonna start against Brighton away, yeah?
Yep, 100%. I will start Ben Doak.
Ben Doak
because he's got that, because he's got something that our team doesn't have. Really, unpredictability. I'm actually getting a little bit worried about how predictable Salah is becoming, and he's kind of ghosted the last couple of games.
Isn't that what Gakpo is meant to be?
So let's have it on both wings. Let's actually have it on both wings. Why are the teams? Do you know why we're lopsided now, guys? You know what Trent's going to do. You know what Salah's going to do. And they're not really doing anything to change that. And the tactics aren't changing in any way.
Salah's got the big game mentality, though.
Yeah. No, but I'm not saying he doesn't. This is an indictment on Salah overall. But can we be honest, guys? In the last 2 or 3 games, Salah has ghosted. I know he scored against Wolves.
No, he has ghosted.
We got to be honest. Ben Doak has got an unpredictability.
Have you seen Brighton's left-back play drift?
Yeah. And that's why we got to match it.
Bro.
Ben Doak.
Bro. I'm not trying to say, listen.
I'm not even being funny. Have you ever seen Ben Doak play a 90-minute game?
No, I haven't. But that's why at the 60th minute mark, you bring Salah on when they've been used to doing this, and then the killer can come on and maybe win the game or do something. But we can't keep starting games where our right side of the pitch is so predictable.
It might be too late drift.
No. Ben Doak isn't a liability. I don't think it's like start Ben Doak and we get beat up and have up and all that. No. The kid's good, man. The kid's good. I would actually start Ben Doak and Gakpo, and I would actually have a front three that's got pace, ability to take players on, and unpredictability. Nunez, Gakpo, and Ben Doak. You have no clue how to defend against that. No clue. You don't know how to defend against that. That's what I want.
You don't think the Brighton left back's ever seen a player tricky like Ben Doak in his
whole life? I'm not saying he hasn't, but I'm saying I've watched Ben Doak, and Ben Doak is fearless. He don't give a damn. And if it doesn't work the first time, he'll try again and again and again and again. I'm sick of seeing Salah run into his thingy and cutting inside. It's doing my nut.
There's no evidence to say that Ben Doak will just keep on trying.
From what I've seen, there is.
Bruv, what, 10, 15-minute cameos, bro?
Yeah, against Premier League opposition.
Bruv, this different from playing 90. Bruv, we ain't seen him get barge hard or clamped yet or nothing like that, bruv.
And we won't know until... Look, you got to dash a man in the deep end to see if he can swim, bruv.
Bruv, this isn't the deep end, bruv. You're dashing him in shark-infested water with meat.
No, Brighton aren't good enough to be shark-infested water. It's the deep end.
Bruv, we just got
Real Madrid would be shark-infested. If I said dash him in against Real Madrid, that's shark-infested.
By Brentford with no Tony.
What
do you think Brighton's going to do to us?
You're both
away from home.
I'm not just
talking about Brighton are bullies like Brentford.
I'm not just thinking about who we're playing. I'm thinking about how we're playing.
Yeah, but Ben Doak is a breath of fresh air. He's actually what we might need. He is a breath of fresh air.
So you're willing to drop a player who
100%. I'm willing to drop a player who's ghosted. Yes, 100%.
So he's out of form?
Yeah.
Let me ask you something, actually. Who's more clinical, Salah or Nunes?
Anfield, and
who's more clinical, Salah or Nunes? Who's more clinical? Just quickly. Salah, obviously.
Instinctively, Nunes. Overall, Salah.
Salah more. I'm not even having. I'm just gonna say Salah more clinical.
Not even a debate.
You're better off. Just this, in my opinion. I hate Salah down the middle. But do you want to know something? If you've got 2 chances in a game, let's say there's 2 chances that fall in the game. you might
You gotta be
have a
trolling.
better
You
bet of
must be
Salah
trolling.
finishing one of
I'm
them
not
than
trolling.
Nunes.
I'm not
As
trolling
things
at
stand,
all.
maybe. I don't know.
I'm not trolling at all. I actually will start Ben Doak for the next game.
Over Salah.
Are you just trying to get us to
Yeah.
lose games so FSG potentially walk?
No, I'm looking at what's going on, and I'm
Drift,
saying to
do you know what
myself,
someone said? Drift is definitely Klopp out because if Klopp pulled that move, he's getting sacked at half time.
"You lot, no, I'm the furthest from it."
Fam,
I personally believe that we need unpredictability, we need youthful exuberance, and we also need to take a player out the firing line, sorry, who's been ghost for a couple of games.
can I fling this back at you, Drift? And this ain't at you, but this is just me saying Liverpool are going through a really bad spell, and we're about to fling in a youngster who has potential, and we could go and destroy that in one afternoon.
This is bad parenting, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
One afternoon.
Fair enough.
Drift.
One after. That's what it takes.
But I also ask you,
can
why
set him back.
is it bad to try and do something different when what's been doing ain't been working?
Drift, when you're winning games and confident.
I got one for him. I got one for him. Matt, sorry, Drift. Let's say, for example, you said to me, Cal, decorating the house at the moment, house is the tip at the moment. I can barely move around. And I say, Drift, that's calm. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the kids off to you, yeah, and just keep them entertained in the house. What are you going to say?
But they might hurt themselves.
The house is a tip, Cal. What are you thinking? Like, they're going to hurt themselves. This is what you're doing with Ben Doak, bro. This is what you're
But then
doing.
what you might think to me is, you know what? It's character building.
What, for them to fall and break something?
To hurt themselves is character
That's
building.
not character building. That's neglect, bro. I could do jail time for that.
Let's see how tough you are. If you bust your head and you're able to survive, yeah, you're a tough little cookie.
Let's see how you deal with eating paint.
Innit?
Nah, I don't think playing Ben Doak is as big of a deal as
bro. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? When you're not playing well, sometimes the worst thing you can do is throw in a player who's not even used to this type of imagine it. So we're not playing well. Liverpool need to win games, and Ben Doak is now starting over Mohamed Salah. First of all, Doak has to then get into his brain that right, this is a big game for me. I'm starting over Salah. I know what's going to happen if I don't play well. And not only that, bro, if he stinks up the joint or has a bad game, bro.
No, but you could also say that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
No,
and at the moment, that's what we're doing. We're doing the same thing, and we're expecting something different to happen.
Do you remember when Trent Alexander-Arnold was going through bad form and we played Nico? Do you remember how that worked out?
No, I don't even remember us.
All right,
Drift.
Where's Nico?
All right, so Drift, should we drop Darwin Nunez and bring in, I don't know, one of the
No, because Darwin is actually one of the bright lights in our squad.
Where's
He's
Nico?
missing chances.
That's not the point. He's creating chances, and if we weren't playing, we wouldn't even be getting those chances.
But he's still missing them, though.
Nunez is one of the bright sparks in our squad. That's good. That isn't the case at all.
All right, should we drop Thiago? All right, would you be all right, Bichetti starting the game then?
If it was in case of Flacco, yeah, I would. I'd actually start Bichetti over Flacco, yeah.
Instead of Henderson.
Yeah. I honestly would. If Bichetti starts the game ahead of Henderson or Flacco, I would actually see the logic. Not over Thiago, but over Henderson.
Caicedo will run up on Bichetti and say, what do you have
but
to do?
Caicedo will also run up on Flacco. This is the point I'm making.
Did you see what?
No, guys. What is happening in the first 11 at the moment that tells you it's not worth trying?
100%.
Bringing in players who might have something else about them that makes us unpredictable and not samey about what we've been doing. We couldn't even beat Wolves, man.
You're acting like we've got some world-class youngsters that are waiting to burst.
No. I'm not saying we've got world-class youngsters, but I'm looking at what Ben Doak's done. If you take aside the Man City game, who the best team in the league, I'm looking at what Bichetti has done so far this season.
He got skid out by Kevin, bro.
But forget about Man City. Every other game Bichetti has played in, he's been brilliant.
Okay,
every single game he's played in, apart from City. And City is the elite level.
But can I say something? You know what's so mad about the City thing? It was the physicality that he struggled with. Do you know that? Bichetti struggled with the physicality. Brighton are a physical team, bro.
No, they're a technical team.
And they're also physical.
Let's get through the supers, boys. Let's get through the supers. Sultan, guys, why don't you make a keep, sell, loan show, same as they do with DRs? We are going to do that. Do that at the halfway stage of the season. That's going to be interesting, that one. Sebulba says Mo hasn't been the same since he started doing the Pepsi ads. Jay says Ben Doak can be our Foden. Too much pressure,
It's
guys.
just too much. It's too soon. We're not.
Honesty says, watch when we get Jude in and Klopp will come out and say we got Gordon, Bichetic, Curtis Elliott will be the future midfield for LFC. Just watch. He better not. Snake Eye says, yo, red card for Drifty just for mentioning it. That was the Ben Doak thing. Shout out to Godfrey for your super chat. Usman says, do you think Klopp has lost a dressing room? No, I don't.
No. They just can't.
I think Klopp's just got players who can't carry out his actions.
Yeah.
Or he's not or he's not the one delivering the tactics.
I was going to say Klopp's biggest issue right now is he's given too much freedom and too much power to Pep. And I know this is an extremely, extremely over the top kind of like comparison. So please don't take it as literal. But right now, we've got a certain man who was looking at a certain man and thought he was better than him. Yeah. And what happened is that man got dashed out of heaven. And I think right now, Pep is that man. And I think he's trying to overpower.
That's about as wild as you can get, bro.
Yeah, bro.
All right, so Jiff, let me ask you a question then. Yeah,
that is much. Blood clot.
Let me ask you a question, Jiff. Let me ask you a question. Say for example, me and Robbie and Steve. I can't use Robbie as an example. Let's say it's me and Stevie in the kitchen, and I'm letting Stevie cook, but I can see the food's burning and it's gonna catch fire any second, and I just sit there. Whose fault is it?
Yours.
All right.
No, but that's why I said it's Klopp's fault.
So there's no. This is why
he needs to dash man out, innit? He needs to dash him out.
Sultan says, I'm smelling an Aston Villa type of game. So bloody hell, I hope not.
No,
we ain't doing a watch long for that one, but you're gonna hear pure bad word on the reaction.
Yeah, cuss words.
Yeah, bro. Troy M says, drift you to replace Limit ASAP. The S House surprise lineups would be pure entertainment. It would be. Me and Matt would be getting into so much fights because people would be coming for your neck, Drifty. You know that, innit?
100%, bro.
Just outside Anfield, just
be like, leave him, man. He's just trying something different. He's trying.
Matt Bickerzette says, try something new. We saw our best 11 get murked.
I hear that. I understand the other point, though. I get with it, but it's just you don't want to go too far away.
Yeah. I'll be honest, Salah's one of the last names we need to be dropping right now.
It's because even though we're doing so bad, and even players like Salah are stinking up the joint. Remember, sometimes I get it. Sometimes you need a break, but sometimes players have to kind of play their way through it as well. And not only that, a lot of these players have big game mentalities. They've been in big games and they've been in situations like that before. When you find a youngster, in my opinion, it goes one or both ways. There's never really a middle ground. Because I can guarantee you, if Ben Doak was to start, I think we're all going to sit there and go, Drift is right. He's the guy, you know. No, Drift, fair play. Doak is the guy. Or we're going to sit there and go, bro, he's having to Ben Doak. He got locked up. He didn't do nothing.
It could
and
go
Klopp
wrong.
had to sub him.
It could 100%.
But that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to throw in a 50-50 in a game like that. It's better to do these things when you're winning, not when you're losing, in my opinion.
Bajan Barnes says, I feel Pep's lost the dressing room and being tuned out by the players, so Klopp takes over.
Hey, big up Bajan's true, you know. It might be, bro.
Oh, boy.
What if he lost the card bet or something? Like, what if they were playing cards and Pep was like, yo, if I win, I get 6 months in control. And then, like, Klopp was like, yeah, for giggles. And then he lost. And now Pep's in charge.
Bro, if I'm Klopp, I'll be like, listen, I hear we had a deal, but no.
If I'm Klopp, I want him sacked then. doing up card bets over Liverpool. I want him sacked.
That means they be hanging around with Ivan Toney.
Yeah, like if he's doing card bets over who gets to run our club, I want him sacked.
Tony probably set out the thing. No, I'm joking. I shouldn't
He's
even
obviously
say
got
that.
a gambling issue if he's willing to bet the whole club's future.
I shouldn't even
bro.
say that. I feel bad. Big up Ivan Toney still.
Khalid says
That was
fixture
wrong with
midfield
me. I'll take that back. That was
team,
wrong. That was
FSG is the real issue. FSG and Klopp are both the issue, but FSG are more of the issue.
FSG, yeah. Like, bro,
Klopp's
I'm not gonna
still an
lie.
issue.
I'm
His
just
tactics
sick and
stink.
tired. Yeah, I'm just no, but it is. Klopp has made mistakes, like I said before, and I'm not against calling out Klopp and his mistakes. But you see our owners, though,
Yeah, F them all day.
they've done as much as they can, and they need to just move over now, man. Like, go away, bro. You've done enough. You done. You won us a title, and we will always be grateful for that. I will always be grateful anyway, because that's what Liverpool win the Premier League. But you can't do any more in it. You've done the best that you can. You know what I mean? So it's time to just chill, man, and go on about your business.
They ain't going nowhere, man. They ain't going nowhere.
I mean, have they really done all that they can? But I suppose that's for a different show.
No, I think their model. No, when you deep it, their model. Because even if we don't think it, their model kind of shows that we was able to win trophies. Yeah, all right, cool. But now the penny stops now, innit? Like you just can't do more than what we've been able to see. You ain't even put your hand in your pocket once. That's poor, fam. How can you be an owner and not put your hand in your pocket?
Right. Oh, boys, let's wrap it up here.
Nothing.
It's been a lively one. Guys, switch on notifications. Let us know your comments below. If we sign a midfielder or a player, I'm sure we'll come on here live. So don't hold your breath. Do switch on notification bell though, because we might have something coming out for you guys. Khalid says Klopp's hands tied by FSG's funding.
I agree with that.
He's
He's been fighting against Pep with one hand tied behind his back this whole time. So.
He has, but now he's tied his other hand behind his back himself.
And here's the problem as well. And this isn't me trying to defend Klopp. This is just me trying to be realistic in the scenario. If we had ambitious owners, there's a lot of players that wouldn't even be at the club for Klopp to have to be loyal to. That's what you got to remember. There's a lot of players that we've signed because we've had to sign what we can, not what we should. So in my opinion, I think people like Jones probably wouldn't even have got game time if we'd have been given a bad boy player that was playing that he didn't even need to bring Jones through, and just little things like that.
This is why I want to see new owners, because it's going to put all of this to bed.
No,
we're not going to get new owners, bro. So that's why we've got to just try and figure out what to do with what we've got.
No, I think we will. I just don't know whether we're going to like the time frame. That's what it is.
I'm going to be real with you. If we get new owners and Klopp's still doing like what he's doing now,
then we have to have a different conversation.
There's no conversation. I'm on his neck.
Then we have to, and it would also depend what type of owners. If it's owners who were doing up Todd Bowley and then Klopp still saying no, then yes. If it's new owners and it just like FSG, then it's the same thing, isn't it?
I'm on his neck.
Because remember, new owners don't guarantee money. That's the other. It needs to be owners who actually are going to come in and actually say, right, we're willing to pump money into the playing squad. So
all I'm saying, if Klopp continues doing this, I'm going to be on his neck. Honesty says maybe Salah is not mentally motivated at the moment after losing the AFCON on pens, coming close to a quad plus, going missing to World Cup, going out to World Cup on pens. I think Salah's a lot mentally stronger than we probably give him credit for, but it definitely would have knocked the wind out of his sails. Liverpool 12th man says, guys, can you consider the member show idea I proposed? Yeah, we can do that.
100%. I was just saying it. He says it can't be done in 3 minutes. So can we have a conversation on tactics and even a separate segment on team makeup in the members show? Cool,
yeah.
Bro. Cool.
BC says new owners should keep FSG on 10 shares just for the commercial side. More money they make on commercial side, more money in bonuses for FSG. That's all good. I mean, I don't want FSG to benefit from anything anymore.
It might be the only way. It might be the only way to get them to sell up, though. I get his point.
I just want them. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't want to say it in a rude way, but if you're gone, you're gone, innit? Man, don't want no. Like, I just want you gone.
You know when you're holding on, like
I know,
right now, FSG are looking at us like a baseball card. or like, you know, like, and they know the value is always going to keep increasing.
Of
It's
course.
like, you
That's
know
why
what
we
I
have to
mean?
get
Like,
them out.
you don't no, but that's why they won't sell.
No,
Like,
you're
if
right.
you've
That's
got
why
a
they
Babe
won't
Ruth
sell.
playing
Agreed.
card, yeah,
Agreed.
you're gonna just keep passing that
No,
down. You're not
agreed,
gonna
but-
sell it because you know this is just getting
No,
worth
agreed.
more money.
Mm.
They're not gonna get rid of something so valuable. Why? That's what worries me. They know how valuable we are. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man.
Yes, sir. Says, question: do you guys think we should do a mid press instead of a high press against Brighton? Kind of what Arsenal did. Zeba's teams tend to like drawing the press in. I believe they had 64% possession of the ball against Arsenal. I think we should play counter-attacking football until we get most of our players back. Personally, I think we should sit deep, play on a counter-attack.
I think we should play the whole season how we played against Man City.
Not everyone can play like Man City, though.
I know, but the majority of teams in the Premier League now do like possession. So let everybody think they've got control and play exactly the way we did against Man City. Be the underdogs now. We like doing that, right?
Well,
let Aston Villa have the ball. Let Wolves have the ball. Like, literally force them to be like that. Force them to have the ball. Give them a false sense of security and then catch them out. We need to play like we played against City, against everybody now.
So we just play on the counter, brother. Never thought I'd say these words. I want to see Liverpool park the bus on Saturday.
We definitely need to try and stop this seeping into.
At least mid block. Like, don't need to be a high line. Just drop it back.
Parking the bus, bro.
No, because do you know what I say that? We don't. What can I say? The team's not used to just being like back against the wall. We haven't got that type of mentality. What, a team that's losing, now you want them to suddenly go back against the wall like they got some spirit, like Atletico. We're not like that team.
You got to remember though, as a defensive unit, we are very good if we're not being stretched, and we proved it against Man City. Yeah, against Man City, we were very sound.
One game.
No, but what I'm saying is, as individuals, we don't have any doubts about the quality, right? Matip as an individual, good player. Ibu, good player. Robbo, good. Like, we don't have any problem with these guys as individuals, right? It's the system exposing them. So if we do what we did against Man City, where there's no space in behind, we're 10, 15 yards further back, we're doing that kind of like counter-pressing, catching teams out, luring them into a false sense of security, our defense will be good. When it's stretched and everyone's all over the place and we're running and there's all this space in between the midfield and the defense and the defense is high up the line, all that crap. That's why we look rubbish. Against City, we defended brilliantly in that game.
We did.
I think we should go back to the way we played against City, personally. And we can defend. It's the system.
Sultan says, Drift, what are your ratings for the Alisson versus Wolves?
2.
Go says, also, Cal, don't treat, is it pronounced Hakpo? Like Alicia Keys song. Is it pronounced Hakpo? It says
I didn't even, it's like
possibly.
I didn't even know that still.
Matt Bickerzette says, Cal wants us to play Spursy ball. That is fossil. If I'm not mistaken, Spurs are ahead of us in the league.
Only just, but yeah, they are.
They're still ahead of us.
That Alisson mistake, boy.
It's not just. They're 5 points ahead of us.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Yep.
We have a game in hand, but that's no guarantee because that game's against Chelsea.
Oh, pain.
Jamrock says, why did Jurgen Klopp play counter-attack against City and 1-0? Sorry, why did Klopp play counter-attack against City and 1-0 when we had the midfielders out injured and played open when those midfielders came back and lost 3-2? I wish I could answer that question.
I never know, bro.
I think it's because when it's forced upon him, he's not against making a decision. But when it's not forced upon him, he kind of likes to revert back to type. We played 4-2-3-1 against Man City as well.
Game is the perfect way to end the show still.
But I said we used to lay traps, now we lay down, you know.
Oh, Jay, big at yourself, Jamie, bro.
People, switch on notifications. We'll be back soon. Thank you all for joining us. Smash the like button. Let's get to at least 1,000 likes, people.
Indeed.
Been at 1,000 for most of the show. So big up everyone.
Big up.
Till we see you next time, people. Lots of love. Stay blessed. We are Kopish and we're out, people. Take care.